Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the evening. Oh my God, what a train wreck. It seems as if though, right now, we've got some crazy stuff going on. And this is telling me to join the chat, but I can't join the chat because there's 9 members in the chat. Crazy, 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 crazy. Apparently, I've got a live stream going here. Start live stream, scroll to the end, and I agree. Just a random, because I'm just a random ass guy. Go there. Wow, we're up and rolling, guys. Up and rolling. So if you don't know, you don't know. If you do, you do. Oh yes, TouchGrass is here. Waiting on Joker, of course, the last one. TouchGrass, if he goes in the private chat, he can find the thing he's looking for the good people. Just random ass guy. That's it. I'm going to see if I can throw all these in here. Yes. Is that the one I want? Is that the one I want? It is the one I want. I'll be right back after these messages in 10 seconds.
Trying to list of amazing posts. One of my time pay a lot of 5 hours return. Sort of spaces take 4.5 hours. That's why I don't run them like frequently. They become more like pop-ups. Time as far as with another your base thing, like definitely.
Oh yeah. What the hell is going on? It's just not going to cooperate with me.
You have 500,000 pounds in your account, in your Coinbase account. So all we need is your card number to be able to give you that money, okay?
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Let me just pull over because I'm driving, all right?
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am, please. So just give me your card details and the 500,000 will be with you right now.
Yeah, okay. Let me just pull over. I'm driving a car. Hold on. Give me a sec. 1 second. Oh, sorry.
Hello, ma'am.
I just had a car crash.
Oh, ma'am, can you give me your card details?
Sorry. I just had a car crash. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Just, can you reach your card?
No, I just had a car crash. I think I lost my legs.
Well, you're breathing and talking, so I'm sure you're gonna be fine, ma'am. So if you can give me your card details, I'll be able to help you, okay?
Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, let me turn on my camera. Will it work in 2 places? Okay, what do I got an echo for? Okay, if you have more than one mic, which some of you do, mute yourself. All right, guys, listen, I'm having a little bit of fun here, and I'm going to show you what's going on, okay? Because these guys over here on Pump Fun are watching one side, I'm watching another side. These guys want to watch the chart. So we're going to do the chart just for shits and giggles. As an educational thing, guys, everything that we're doing tonight is about how silly easy it is to launch on Pump Fun. And by the way, as I told you, TouchGrass, if you go over there where it says stream on the right, private on the left, if you want to play along, you can find the CA. I'm literally going to put the CA out here for like everybody. If they want to go and do this, I'm making sure I got the right one. And if they want to play along and make $1, they can make $1 on just a random ass guy. Because we're all random ass guys tonight. We're all random ass guys tonight.
Exactly.
TouchGrass is here. PandaPump is here. Joker should be joining us for Turbo on BSC. He is the primary interviewer, so you guys know what's up. I, on their hand, am just standing here going, what the hell is going on here? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? And I'm just having a blast. But I'm going to go over to my next screen because these guys are like this. And I'm going to put in random ass guy here for these guys. And I'm going to share it so they see it down here. And then we can come right back because that's what we get to do. I want an entire window. Joker just joined. So I'll let Joker do some talking to you real fast. Joker, did you get the information?
Yeah, thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. And, mate, I'm all over the shop and trying to figure things out. And I've had some issues running around here. Couldn't get my fucking self into gear. And just really random. And yeah, I'm back. I'm here now. So we're
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Shitting and fucking giggling here, guys. We're literally running this right now. And if you guys can see it in the background, cool. If you can't, I'm sorry, but I'm multitasking and you got that and that. So I don't know what they see on
you need
our
to
end.
slow down, brother.
Slow down. I'm on
Okay,
crack.
because-
I'm on crack. It's crack.
No.
Why can't I join?
You're running
Oh, you
too fast, and you're leaving me behind. And this is
I always leave you behind. Always. Guys, listen. See, everybody here, as I just said a minute ago, I'm going to play this video so you can understand this.
I
Joker.
want to be part of. Okay, you need to understand that too.
What's that?
All right.
You want to what? Oh, gosh. He just dropped. What? Here, let me play this.
Well, tonight is my big debut. I'm just a random ass guy like the rest of you, so come and make money off me. I'm going to be trading live here on CatsOfCryptoTV CA coming shortly. So grab a bag of just a random ass guy, PandaPump, and TouchGrass on Soul and make a few dollars.
Let's go.
All right, that's enough of that. See, Joker was in and out for a minute. What's he doing? Huh? Let me find out what's going on here. Where did you... He was at the beach. There he is. Okay, let's try again. Now, you got it, Joker?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering what's going on. You sound like you're upset there for a minute. What's going on, buddy?
No. I'm good. I'm just paying attention.
All right. Well, so anyways, I gave you that little bit there for a minute, right? And so this is where we're at here, Joker. They are having fun buying this token right now, back and forth. And I want to show you here where we're at. We have 44 people over on PandaPump watching right now. And I appreciate you guys stopping in. This is not just about just a random ass guy, as we all are just random ass men and women out here in the world, degens. And so that's that. My buddy Joe, you'll like this one, Joker. He says, "You're on crack. That's too much Scarface or blow." Yeah, I got you, Joker. I got you, Joe. I got you. Bullmaker's here, guys. Anthony here is from here. I'm over here, he says. He says he's over there. I can't say Doji's over here. Can't copy the contract address. Well, I can't help you there. Oh,
yes, that's Anthony and Doji. Those are my guys from base. What's up, guys?
Yeah, let's drag Joker up to the top so we can see.
Oh, okay.
At. There you go. Now I got you, Joker. You're up top. We can see you with sunglasses on. Yes. I'm sorry you can't contact. If you have it, I will send the address real quick. So I'll stop sharing this for a second, guys, because this is a cluster of a mess. If you have it, I will send it. If it's your guy, I'm going to send you everything I sent out to everybody else. All right, there, TouchGrass. So let me find you. All right. Your AC went out on your car? What the stuff?
No. No, man, my AC went out in my house today.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, not
Here,
fun stuff.
if you guys
And
want
I
to
live
share
in
it,
Florida.
is anyone else having the same issue? He can't join. Max was trying to join today. PandaPump, I'm throwing you this same CA here for the random ass guy thing here for the night. We're doing this as an educational thing for the course of the evening, guys. And I'm gonna throw Bullmaker this thing too. So if he wants to make a call on it, that's that. He's got it in his DMs over there on X. So guys, that's where we're at. That's what's going on with that started out there. Now, if Joker is ready, I will shut up, play the random guy again, and when he gets back, Joker, you can start chatting. We gotta get you some headphones. Do I need to order you something? Do I need to get you some earbuds?
I'm outside because
He's outside.
clean.
Go ahead.
So I've been kicked outside.
You've been kicked outside. He's got to be at the beach.
The house needs to be clean.
Oh, the wife kicked him out. Okay. Yeah, and he's in Australia with the Boston Celtics jersey on. All right, let me play the random ass guy again, and then we're gonna play our little hosting service that we use, and then we'll get on with that. And the Joker take over.
Well, tonight is my big debut. I'm just a random ass guy like the rest of you, so come and make money off me. I'm going to be trading live here on CatsOfCryptoTV CA coming shortly. So grab a bag of just a random ass guy, PandaPump, and TouchGrass on Sol and make a few dollars.
Crazy. I've never seen this. If you guys ever seen this, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. I'm going to do the entire screen again. This guy wants to speak. I don't think we can bring him in here, can we? No, you're going to have to listen. Okay, guy. I'm going to over here. If you want to talk, you can watch this or you can go to YouTube and I will throw it up in the chat somewhere. All right. Let me get this mess going on. I don't care about that right now. I'm going to go down here. Top holders. Wow. I don't even have any yet. This sucks. Let me swap for some. I'll swap for some right now. There we go. I'm going to put that CA in here. Just a random ass guy. And let me see if it lets me do it. 0.01. I'll even give away my random ass guy tonight. Bam. There. I put that in there, guys. I just bought 200 and where the hell it go? 269,900 or 259,936.58 random ass guy, just a random ass guy. So I can't sit and let people jump in a minute, but that's cool as shit that you want to talk to me. Unfortunately, I can't do that. But what I can do for you is I can tell you if you want to talk to us directly, you can come on over to the YouTube at PEL PELISH, 2 words, Pelish Miner, MINER, not OR, and you can come and talk in the chat there. I know, Tech Man, you're lost. Nath is not lost. Nath. Let me show you something here, and I'm going to go back here. There we go. This bad boy here is what we're monkeying with for an educational purpose the entire time. Can I contact what does it say? Can you contact the post? Contact Eddie in the Discord. YouTube won't let me contact it or copy it. Yes. I'm going to put it right down here in general for you. There you go. Right there. Just a random ass guy is in our Discord. So we're good. All right, Joker, I'm going to hand it into you and you can start with whomever you want tonight. Oh, PandaPump did something. Uh-oh. You got it, Joker? Are you good?
Yep.
Okay, it's all yours, buddy.
Well, first of all, welcome to the show again, guys. It is a Saturday. Wait, Sunday for me or Saturday? Who cares? It is much, much appreciated for everyone for showing up again. Another beautiful day here in Australia. I don't know about you, but I've been outside looking around. So let me take you guys for a tour in the weather in Australia. I've lost my glasses. Where did I put it? I don't know. I don't know. See? See, I'm just walking around all over the place here trying to figure out where did I put my glasses? Like that was only like 2 minutes ago. I've had it in my head and it's gone. But again, welcome to the show, guys. Here again, we are live. Okay, we are live on how many? 7 now. 7. A new additional stream, which is where is it, Cats?
Well, our new stream right now is on Pump Fun. So I'm going to
Correct.
flash over here real quick. So these guys at Pump Fun say, I can't let the other guy talk. Unfortunately, I don't know who he is. But you know, we got our own format, and it's great that he wants to talk. Maybe I'll stream later in the week with me and you, Joker, somehow, and then we can put that in there and we can monkey with it some more.
No, absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Again, we're
If you
gonna
got
have
time.
some updates on everyone, and just first and
Oh, yeah.
foremost, obviously, I've got to give a huge shout out to the Turbo community as well as the team, to King, Rabbit, as well as Mr. B and Mark, and as well as the rest of our family. I know they'll be all listening at the Arquads T-Dev over there and the fine community with our key, and also Dreamcats, Mr. Dream himself, and the Bonga family, the Solana. And again, guys, give these communities a follow because they're one of the most sought after and solid communities that we're been part of since day one. And obviously, we've connected to new communities as we continue to move forward into this Web3 world. A new connection we've just made. A huge shout out to the Captain B&B family as well. Listening in, I want to give a huge shout out to all the team in there. I've just recently met Coco, Mev there, and Lisa, and Simon. A huge shout out to the family over there. Amazing community, also an amazing team. Really huge support, and as well an amazing utility they're about to bring out very soon. So guys, keep an eye on that one. Captain B&B. I've even given them a huge support by changing my PFP, and I told them I will use it for at least a week. And you know, this is how we do. We connect. We show support to real communities that are building here on the Web3, and also not only that, but really making sure that we're getting all our investors in the right place. We don't want to promote anything that's obviously that's not building here, being organic. So, with that being said, and further ado, we have a new guest. Mate, good morning to you. Good afternoon, or wherever you
Who do you want? TouchGrass is up here. PandaPump is here. So
Yep.
What's going on there, TouchGrass?
Well, I was gonna say, let's go to TouchGrass, obviously, because we've been you know, in tune and heard a lot about TouchGrass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to TouchGrass first, mate. Welcome to the show. I know you'll be waiting for a bit, and this is something that a lot of us people here, and I know there's a lot of listeners, real organic communities also paying attention to every single time we have a show here, and love having communities who's actually building on the Web3. And obviously, you know, we want to make sure that whoever's doing that, you know, program and building the foundation in the right way, we want to make sure that it gets the support that it needs. And welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate you all allowing me to be on here. Super excited. Is my mic coming in clear? Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, buddy.
Okay, perfect. But yeah, I think this is really cool, the platform that you all are building here and allowing us projects to get up here and identifying us as people that are really building in the space. I think we run into that a lot of just garbage and trash out there and people working on something for a day or a week and then just abandoning it. So really excited to be here, talk about TouchGrass. And it's pretty cool with this Pump Fund stuff because we're going to actually be doing some live streaming on Pump Fund. So cool to see how it actually works and everything here. So I appreciate it, man. It's been a beautiful day out here in Florida. The weather's been a little bit cooler today, thankfully. So just having a great day, man. And thanks for having me.
No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Now, I know a lot of our listeners out there.
Oh man,
For
he
the
froze
interview.
up.
And
The wife kicked him out of the house again. That's what happens to just a random ass guy.
Yep.
He's
And
gonna
he's
be
gone.
back. He's back. These guys are. Here's something I'm learning about this, guys. That was not nice. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. That see, I
Gotta
saw
love
that.
it.
I did. See. If you guys can't be nice over on Pump Fun, I don't give a shit. You can take your money and go somewhere else. Seriously, I don't have time for them games, man. I don't have time for them games. Y'all want to be like that? Okay, you're done. Bye-bye. Toxic.
See you,
Goodbye.
racist Robert.
Fuck him. Listen. I'll tell you the truth. This is a fact. And I'm not saying this because I just want to kiss ass because I don't give a fuck one way or the other. But you're not. You're an American, period, right? And you're descended from other people. I get all that. So was my wife. Okay? Trust me. My wife is descended from the African continent as well, but she's as pale as a fucking ghost. So they can kiss my ass. See, I don't give a listen. These guys are all upset because they're not getting what they want. 21 people. Oh my God. See you around, trenchers. Hey,
Crying.
listen. Jesus, I've never seen somebody cry so much in my entire life. Look, man. Listen, I don't care if it's a 7K volume. I did 33K in volume in the last how many minutes. This is the fun fucking part for me. So this was fun for me to do this. And I'll let it run because that's what we do. But I'm not really interested in playing little games. Okay. Pump Fun volume boost. I don't need none of that. Anyways, we're going to stream here and let this run and let these guys have their fun because that's what we do. But Joker, I'm glad to have him here. I'm glad to have Panda Pump here. And I've been popping into TouchGrass streams all day, the spaces in and out all week, and we keep running into each other, and I like what he's doing. As a matter of fact, we got some, if you guys want it, we got some TouchGrass tokens to give away tonight. We got some crypto mining to give away tonight, and we got $20 in USDC. So if these guys over here on Pump Fun want the damn money and shit, they're going to have to come over and play the game with the rest of us. That's all it. So I got free fucking shit for these guys, and we're here streaming on 7 different ones, and just basically as a test. Oh, Joker, how many have you got? There we go. There we go. See, he's watching the wife laying back in the house.
so
All
what
right.
happened just then?
I don't know. You were in 2 places at once.
Oh, no, but wasn't I just talking to someone before?
Yeah, you
And
were. Go for it. Go take it back to TouchGrass, Joker. Go ahead. Take it away.
No. What happened then? Like I was talking to the our
Touch.
guest.
Yes, and it cut you off because it kicked you out for some reason. Maybe you're too far from the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm going to interact with these guys over here while you're doing the interview there. And
which part are we gonna go with?
You're going with TouchGrass first because that's where you left off.
Right. All right. Mate, we can't. Okay. There's gonna be a continuous show, guys. My apologies again for being interrupted. When I was explaining something in regards to, guys, don't pay attention to what everything else out here on this chart, whatever Cats of Crypto is putting up here. I want you guys to pay attention to TouchGrass in regards to what they're actually building. So if you can actually, would be nice to get TouchGrass chart there.
Got a TouchGrass chart up here real fast,
Okay,
and we're good. We're good.
Also, with that being said, mate, I'm sure a lot of our community and listeners would love to know more about the community and also any updates that being built and whether if there's also a utility coming out. So please do, let our community and also listeners know. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll call myself the CEO of TouchGrass. So I'm the main person that drives the culture, pushes it on spaces. I do a lot of the development work as well. But TouchGrass was something that was created July 1st. So right around 3 months old at this point. And I've been in the space since about 2020, and I've been through a bull run, I've been through bear markets, and I've had the privilege of working in a lot of different positions with other crypto projects. I'm leading marketing, content creation, things like that, CTO leads, and really got to the point to where I just got tired of seeing good projects, good narratives, good communities just go to the wayside. Somebody ends up giving up, the dev disappears, someone runs off with the money, whatever the situation might be. So it came to the point where I wanted to make something of my own, and that's what TouchGrass is. So we launched it on July 1st on Pump Fund. We graduated within a week, which is pretty amazing because most projects, I forgot what the number is. I think it's less than 5, 4, 3%, something like that, actually graduate. So we were able to do that within a week. And we really took a grassroots movement and approach with this. So once we launched, we went into our local community and got people's interest and wanted to see who wanted to invest in this, just like a startup. And that's how we want to push TouchGrass, is really like a business. And that's what we did, is we've reached out to people within our neighborhood, our community, family and friends, and really wanted to see who had interest in something like TouchGrass. So with that, that's really a little bit of my story, how we got started. TouchGrass specifically, why we chose that narrative is I think it's super important for people to understand that it's important to get away from the computer sometimes. It's good to touch a little bit of grass, especially in crypto, a very high stress environment. There's people that make a lot of money, there's people that lose a lot of money, right? So I always try to get people to just embody that, as touch a little bit of grass, get away from the computer, make your money, go outside, enjoy it, whether you're going to walk your dog or spend time with your family, whatever it may be. But really just trying to buy into that and tokenize that movement and get people to touch more grass. So we took that. We're like, okay, how can we turn this into a business and really brand this out? So we wanted to tie that element in as well into that meme culture, really build a community around that. And that's where we're at now. And we've recently launched NFTs. So we have an NFT collection that came out last week. It's 1,000 NFT collection at 0.075 Solana a piece. And it's really cool because that's really allowed us to create an identity for our project. So now we have people within our community who have the grass touchers, is what they're called, the grass toucher NFTs, as their PFPs. So it's easy to identify who's part of the community and who's supporting us, and who's a part of the community there. So really cool thing about the NFTs, or I would say 90% of the mint funds from the NFTs go back to supporting the community. So there's no dev fee. There's nothing that comes directly to me. There's not any kind of side wallets that I'm getting funds from. 90% is going back to the community to be used for LP as well as our treasury, because we understand the importance of those two things. If we want to be a project that's not just one cycle, we have to be able to build a treasury. We have to have those backup funds, because we know if we're in a bull market right now, there's a bear market coming up soon. We just don't know when it is. So we want to be able to be a community and a project that's not just here for a bull run, but also for the next bear market, and then the next bull run, and then the next bear market. We want to be here for as long as we can be. And then I think what's most exciting is 10% of the mint proceeds actually goes to supporting youth athletics. And what we're going to do is once we fully mint out, we're going to take all of those funds, and we're actually talking about increasing that amount. So most likely we're going to change that to either 15 to 20%, so that we can have even more money to give back to the kids. So what we're going to do is, once we fully mint out, we're going to take those funds and we're going to go into our local community and see who really needs these items. So things such as basketballs, baseball, soccer balls, new uniforms. Maybe they need some help with reconditioning their fields, whatever it might be. Putting up new nets and the basketball rims that haven't been replaced. Just different things that we can do to get the kids out to touch more grass. And that's what we feel is super important. I think a lot of people can relate to that. is the kids nowadays and the world we live in is a crazy place. The kids need to get into those athletics, learn how to be on a team, learn how to win, how to lose, how to do all these different things that I
That's
think
important,
athletics
mate.
will teach. It is.
Yeah.
Teach you how to be coachable, how to take feedback. And we really want to be able to push that into communities where maybe they don't have the money to get new uniforms or the balls or the
Funding.
baseball bats or
Yeah.
whatever it might be, to have that funding. So we want to do that with our NFT Mint, and we're going to continue to do that as well. This isn't we use LP as well. We provide LP and generate fees off of that. So providing liquidity on some different dexes on Solana. So we have ways that we're bringing in revenue internally with funds that we've collected as a team. So we're continuing to generate funds for the project. And then as our project grows, we're going to generate more funds and more fees. And then we're going to be able to continue to feed into some of these additional charitable things that we want to do as well.
Yeah, that's almost like an ongoing utility in some form of utility. With that being, now you mention about minting and obviously, putting back some of that funds back into the ecosystem for TouchGrass. Now, when you mention about helping out communities and so on with the kids, have you made any partnership or collab with any local communities that are in your area to kind of get that kind of kickstart? Or like, is there some kind of a community where we can all kind of jump on the bandwagon and kind of push that narrative? Because I think that's a really good narrative for just even in a local community, having some establishment where you can go and it's free, right? For kids to learn as well. So have you kind of made any connection in that side of things in your area?
Yeah, and that's where we're really strategic with our team as well. So my name is Sean. I am the main dev. I do a lot of the development work, a lot of the spaces, a lot of speaking for the project within Web3. But we also have someone on our team who's more so the boots on the ground, I'll say. And he has some different connections with some sports organizations and some sports leagues and something within our local area. So he's kind of our main marketing person who has those connections within these things. And then we've also just been reaching out to some different schools, researching some different organizations that are already established that we can help fund. Because we also want to make sure we're giving it to the right people, right? We don't want to just send $2,000 to the biggest organization because we don't really know where the money goes or see its effect. Like, we want to choose the ones that are maybe a little bit smaller, but we can see the impact of what we're doing specifically. So so we've already started making some of those connections, and it's really cool. Just even being on spaces on X, we've met a lot of people who live in Florida that really like the idea and want to expand it outside of the local area. We've talked to people in Chicago, New Orleans, New York. So we've talked to a lot of different people in different states to where we can really expand this. And that's what we want to do. We obviously want to start small and local first, but this is something that can be international. Anybody can touch grass. Anybody can do these things. Anybody can change, the youth movement and really affect that. So we want to start local, but we definitely have plans to expand within the United States, and then also start expanding into different countries as well.
Yeah, that is amazing, mate. Like, that is a kind of, really fundamentally how business should have a plan. And what you've just done there is literally created that, not just for the meme culture, but actually for the community as well. So, which is really, really, it's not just, there's a word I'm looking for, but everything that what a business should be, how you've just said it right there.
Exactly.
How a business plan should be. And that's what we're trying to, kind of expand it out here on the Web3, because there is a lot of projects, but there's no business plan. And regardless whether they got, capital or funds to put into, but if you're going to put in investment into a community or a project, we want them to invest in something like TouchGrass, who's actually got purpose and who's actually got a utility that can improve the lifestyle of the community, or an
Exactly.
establishment that actually helps community to grow. You know what I mean? And this is exactly what we want to keep promoting. And I think what you're doing right there is something very unique, and I think people should be more aware of. I'm hoping that a lot of these listeners out here should at least take note in regards to going to their main X account of TouchGrass. I want to see some comments on the recent post, and I will pick one winner. All right, guys. I want to see. I want to make sure you get some. In the recent post into the comments, and I want to see a comment there. And I think pretty sure Cats of Crypto will sort that out with the hashtag, as well as Cats of Crypto and
Got that right.
hashtag with TouchGrass, as well as our other next guest, and as well as Turbo, obviously. But mate, what that NFT itself right there is already a utility, right?
Yep.
And not just that, but the growth, how you approach, where you're actually thinking outside the box. And I've actually explained this to a lot of my team members, as well as the lads that I'm associated with, that it's always important for any meme or any small company or project that is growing here on the Web3 to think outside the box, rather than just focusing and hoping for the best the support from the community, right? If you're real, and if you really want to be here and to grow, just like what you said, not just here for one bull season, but for the next one and the next one, that's how you got to think. That's how you have to have that plan set up. And that way, in some cases, people is not going to expect too much from you. So if you let them know in that, say, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. We're building the foundation first, and then we're going to make sure it's secure, so that there's a security for everyone. And now we're going to use that security to leverage and grow our business, our meme or our company into a bigger company, or you know what I'm saying? So that is exactly how it should be. Now, there's 3 questions we have always at the end of the chat, but everything so far has been amazing, mate, and I really congratulate you and the team as well for being as honest as possible to our listeners, as well as to our community. I think there's a bright future for TouchGrass, and the only thing that I've got is the 3 questions. So it's going to be more sort of the personal questions in regards to the founders, and it just gives our listeners an insight in regards to the type of personality what you have.
I got one question. I got one question for him. So I'm looking through here, and I see your TG right here. Okay, because we're gonna focus on you instead of the other guys. No offense to guys that pump fun. I totally understand where you're at. I don't see. Am I missing something? I do not see. And a website. Anywhere.
What I need to do. Yeah, what I need to do is I'm gonna repin back to the top, because I did the doxing thing, that post that is pinned, and I wanted that to be at the top. But I'm going to save it to where I'm going to repin all of our links, because that's going to have our buy link, our chart link, our community link, as well as our website link, and that'll all be there back at the top. So
let me throw this back here real quick here. So there you are right there. Okay, there's your website. Listen, guys, TouchGrass is on Pump Fun. So if you guys are interested, so it goes right back to X. Okay, so that's the only right here. When I go in here, that's what it does. The website says your website is X. So you don't have one then, or
so we have a website. Yeah, we have a website. I'm going to repin that now.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, let me find it, and then it's going to have all of our links. And then when you do visit our website, that's our first initial website. We actually have someone that's working on an updated one now.
Okay.
So we should have that out within probably the next week or so. And then,
Right.
so it will be an updated domain. So just be on the lookout for that. That's probably going to come sometime next week.
I still
I
am
know
waiting
it's,
for you to get into the TG over there so I could send you that from earlier this week where he was eating pancakes with slime. Remember that?
what happened?
Remember in your DMs on the X here? Okay. When I go in
Oh,
your
yeah,
DM,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
pancakes
yeah,
and slime, the pancakes and slime guy,
yeah,
this
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
We don't care about that. Where's pancakes
Yeah, I
and
was
slime?
gonna ask you. I was like, man, I like the platform that you use for your AI stuff.
You can't hear him, but yeah, that's you go back through here with that. Yeah, get a
Oh yeah,
hold of me
yeah,
and I'll send it to you. I like making those, so it's fun for me.
yeah. I was gonna say if you look at the X account now, the pin post should be our links. Yep, there it is. So our buy link, our chart link, our community link, as well as our website. So that's gonna have all the links to everything here. So what's pretty cool is our
Cool.
lore. What I would say, because when we first initially launched, it was TouchGrass, obviously, but it was like after the pump because we wanted to make sure that we got off a pump fund or we graduated. So our website is kind of our I would say pre-pump fund launch or graduation. So you'll see it has some stuff that's more so about being locked in and that we're not touching grass until after the pump. And then see now it's like post pump. And then these are some of our original memes. So some of the stuff that was initially within the community.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, like I said, our initial website, but we're working on an updated one that looks a lot cleaner, a lot better, a lot more meme-ish, I would say. So we're definitely working on a new one. But yeah, this has all of our
Just
links.
send me what something that you want flipped, and I'll flip it for you. All right, because I
Okay.
really do like being able to do those. I have fun doing them. I mean, obviously, if I get inundated with a request, that's a totally different story,
Yeah.
right? But
That's easy. That happens easily.
I've done several of them, and no one's driven me completely nuts yet. I mean, that's the God's honest
That's
truth,
good.
But yeah, I I liked helping out that one time, but you can't. Unfortunately, in the DMs, you can't snatch it from the DMs for some crazy reason.
Yeah.
And I wanted
Yeah.
you to have that for your use, not
Oh, 100%.
necessarily 100%. You can use it as much as you want, and that's why I do these things like that. So I
No,
want to
that's
make sure.
awesome. And we put that in our meme vault. Anything that's created within the community or for TouchGrass, we put in our meme vault so that people can use that when they do raids and all things
Mm-hmm.
like that. So
Right.
you'll most likely end up seeing that same content that you created within the timeline that someone else is using. So pretty cool.
That's the thing that these guys over here, and I'm going to jump to this real quick in the chat here. These guys are telling me all this good stuff, right? And I'm like, yeah, okay. But this is the lesson, the education part. If we were talking about this earlier, these guys over here want you in the live chat with them and only them. So when you go back to do this later on, right? But the trick is that you want to talk to these guys because I want these guys that are watching here, what's 10 of them that are left, to understand that, listen, TouchGrass is on Pump Fun. TouchGrass has got a lot of shit going on. You guys got to understand that this is where it's at for me. And we bought some TouchGrass to give away tonight right here. And, well, just random ass guy, he left. But, and I've got this whole thing here. These two are going to give away in a batch, and it's kind of shits and giggles. I enjoyed that and did what I had to do, but you see where it's going. These guys are really finicky over here in Pump Fun. I see. They're
Pump Fun is the trenches, man. Pump Fun is definitely different. The attention span there is obviously super short that you can see.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is what it's great to see because we're going to be live streaming different things that we do within the project. So it's good to know. It's like, okay, obviously we need to look at the chat. We got to make sure that they feel like they're being seen and being heard. Yeah. Like I would have never known that. So it's literally an educational opportunity.
Well, you know what I solved part of my problem today, Joker. I want to say this, especially there. I literally, I've been looking for a stand that goes up over the two of these monitors here, right? And I found one today at Best Buy. So now I'll have three of them, and one of them, the biggest one, is going to be 32 inches. No. I got these 27 inches there and a big 32 inch, so I'll be able to drag something up top and see everything that I want to see, so that when we do this again, that we can have some fun, right? So I like this. But what I'm going to end up doing here, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to end up buying some TouchGrass for myself at some point. Just like I bought this test thing tonight, guys. If you're on Pump Fun and you bought it, I thank you. But if you want to sell it, we're okay with it. It's a test. It's an educational test for anybody watching for the most part. If you bought this and you're pushing it, make money. Your opportunity to get in early has gone since past.
Mm-hmm.
But enough with me, 45 minutes into that. I am not here for that as much as I am here for you guys. So go ahead, continue, please, Joker.
Hey, put before
you.
you start, can you make our chart our daily timeline?
Oh yeah, I can do that right now. You want a daily right now?
I just want to see. Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are definitely
anyways.
you guys are looking good. I mean, you're looking way good. Okay. It's not like there's the hell of that thing at. There's a nightmare.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
I already started. I got my own. I got my own.
Right.
It's way better than this. But that thing, man.
Yeah.
Wow. It's okay. Look, this is all in fun, guys. Everything's in fun. If you're not having fun when you're doing this, you're just not. That's the point. It's my entire point. Let's go back to you, though. I'm going to leave this up here.
Perfect.
I'm going to get some water for myself. And Joker, please, I won't play any more shenanigans for the night because I am just a random ass guy, but not like that.
All right. Well, are we done? Because I'd like to finish this off. Mate, first and foremost, what was the inspiration for, taking on this project?
Yeah. So once again, I've been in the space since about 2020, and I just felt like I just kept getting into these situations to where it's either a good narrative and the dev just forgets about it or dumps his bags, or you have these really good communities of people who really want to push something, and then it's the same situation. So I think that just really created this for me. It's like, okay, if I want it done right, then I have to do it myself. And that's what I decided to do. Is like, okay, I'm going to put it on my shoulders. I'm going to build this out. I know I have the capacity and the knowledge to be able to build something like this. Once again, I have experience creating content and building communities, and I have a YouTube channel. So I understand how to build a community and how to get visibility. And it really was just a calling for me. It really was a calling for me. Where I was like, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have thought I would be in this position. But I am a spiritual person, and I felt like I had a calling to build something bigger than myself, and something positive for the space, because it is really toxic out there. There's a lot of people that spend way too much time on the computer. There's a lot of people that get caught up in crypto, and that's like their whole life when there's so much more out there. And that's how this TouchGrass was born. It was like, okay, this is perfect for the space. This is something positive. We can make a difference in the world, and we can build it the right way. And I know that with myself is I'm not going anywhere. I've been in this space for 5 years, and I want to be in this space for 50 more. Like I want to see this get built out and really hit that potential. And I have a psychology background. So with that, I understand the importance of mental health. And I think now more than ever, mental health is something that really needs to be focused on. So if I can create a project where, one, we are providing something positive to our community, like our Web3 community, because we're SAFU, we're not going to rug. We're building a community based off positive morals and positivity in general. And then also we're making a difference in the IRL communities by giving back to the kids. And if I can create something like that has mental health awareness tied to it, also make money for people as well, and benefit them not only financially, but also mentally, it was a no-brainer for me. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for us to combine all of that, our experiences, and really, really build something that's bigger than the space, because TouchGrass can be something that is a game changer. And I wanted it to be something that's different, that is going against people's expectations, right? People think you launch on Pump Fund so that you're not going to be successful. They think you're going to rug immediately. We're not going to do that. So we're going against the grain on that. People think that all these different things with Solana, that Solana is just, there's JEETs and this and that, and you can't have good holders. Well, if you look at our chart, you can tell we have great holders, right? And we're going to continue to build a community of people who want to be part of that. And that's my biggest thing. I'm not here for money grabs. Like, I make good money in my IRL stuff. I make good money in crypto. I have a lot of passive income that I'm able to bring in through crypto and various other avenues. So I'm not here for a money grab. I'm someone, I can see 7, 8 figures and not feel like I need to hit the sell button. I'm someone who's disciplined in that sense. And that's why I wanted to be able to create something like this that has that potential and create a community who also sees that. So that's what really drove us to build TouchGrass, is just have it be something that can really grow into something that's not only financially beneficial for people, but also mentally as well.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, bro. And you know what? A lot of communities out here are actually looking for these type of communities that actually building organically, and I do
Yeah.
believe TouchGrass is one of those communities being, built right in front of us. So, well, second question, and thanks for the first one. I'm pretty sure that was a lot of our listeners would have appreciated that. I know there's a utility that's already brought out, which is, well, one we've mentioned in regards to the NFT. Would there be any other utility that will be presented in the near future?
Yeah. So one I didn't mention, which is also very important, is not only with our NFTs are you touching grass and also touching lives because of the contribution we're giving back to the kids. You're also able to stake them. So you're able to stake them and earn the
Nice.
TouchGrass token. So you earn 1,000 TouchGrass per NFT per day. So for example, if you have 100 NFTs, you're earning 100,000 TouchGrass tokens a day, which at that point you can sell. We don't sell shame people. We do educate on how to take profit responsibly. Like, don't dump your whole bag, but maybe take, some profit every couple days or every whatever it might be, but don't dump your whole bag. But we do have staking that comes with the NFTs that you're able to do as well. So not only are you able to fund and help things within the community as well, but you're able to stake your NFTs for the TouchGrass token.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. Look, now you've heard it from the man, guys, listeners out there. I hope you've taking and paying attention. Also, one for obviously for the listeners out there. One last question.
Yep.
What is what was the greatest achievement for this year?
Crypto related or for the project?
Yeah, for the project.
Yeah, I would say for the project, man, I would just say, I don't know if I can pinpoint one. I just would say the whole journey, just the grind.
Good answer.
Yeah, man, it's just the journey, the grind.
the
I mean,
journey.
being here for 3 months. A lot of projects aren't around for 3 months. A lot of projects have good tech and good this, and then they still aren't successful, So I think having a good community for us to still get the interaction that we do, for us to be able to be on spaces, to be on things like this. I mean, it shows that we're relevant in the space. And I think that's the biggest achievement for us, is that we're still relevant after 3 months. And I think that comes from, myself, the team, the community, our interactions. For example, I'm all about being transparent. I'm here with my showing my face. I dox myself on the main page. My main account, that's Crypto 101, is doxed as well.
People don't realize how important it is to actually show your face out here, and
yeah, exactly.
But actually showing your worth, and by showing your face out here, people actually, then they get to understand and also know who actually runs the community, who's actually part of the community.
Yeah.
And we say this to many communities and projects, that it's important to, when I say there's 2 ways they look at it. When we say docs team, majority of people don't really pay attention too much. But if you're a serious investor and if you got a lot of money to invest, wouldn't you want to know the company that you're going to investing in?
Exactly. And that's what I tell people.
Right?
Yeah, I tell people that, right? Because we're all about running TouchGrass like a business as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the CEO of Amazon looks like, what the CEO of these major companies look like. And when I give myself that title, I want to have that same level of transparency as well.
Exactly.
And knowing that I want to do stuff within the IRL community. So out there within locally with the kids and the youth and just build something bigger. I just knew that my face would need to be out there, but that's not an issue for me because I'm not trying to do anything malicious. Like I said, I've been in this space for 5 years at this point. I'm not trying to go anywhere. I love crypto. I love being here. So there was no reason for me not to do it. And I just wanted to be transparent and stuff to everybody who knows what I look like. So that's why I wanted to do that and make sure. So definitely with that. Also, I wanted to say, I think one thing I didn't mention earlier, that some people will go and look at our holders as well as our token distribution. So that's another thing. When we talk about building something like a business, we went ahead and acquired 60%, around 62%. So yeah, as you can see, perfect. So you see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those are all marked specifically for what their purpose is. So we have TouchGrass Community, TouchGrass Team, TouchGrass Charity, TouchGrass Treasury, TouchGrass Utility, TouchGrass Marketing. So we already purchased all those domains as well so that we can have those allocations set aside early on, because think about trying to buy that much supply at 1 million, 5 million, $10 million market cap. You have to have so much capital. And if you really want to expand, if, building a project to get listed on these sexes and have these additional utilities and have integration with other projects and utility, you have to be able to have a good amount of your own supply as well. So I know some people will look at that and look at our top holders and be like, wow, that's a big percentage. But that's also just showing that we want to be here. We want to build out for the future. We want to have that, because I've been a part of a lot of projects too, to where it's like, wow, we're really cooking. And then it's like, okay, but
when
now
they get to that certain barrier, and because they don't have the supply, it's like, wait, why are we going downwards?
Exactly. And that's the thing
going
too.
Upwards.
Exactly. And we also wanted that supply control as a team, because as a business, we don't want someone to have more of our business than we do. That doesn't make sense. So we have more. Exactly. So we have more than pump fund. No one can buy more supply than what we already have. Like, I mean, somebody go ahead, please try to buy 20% of our supply. We're going to move. I definitely would appreciate
Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. But that just shows, like, we want to really use this as a business and really build it that way. So I know some people will look at our top holders and be like, wow, that's a lot. But that's why we have those wallets identified as well, because we want to build out for the long term. And we know we have to have supply for our community, for marketing, for our treasury, once again, so we can be here, for our charity wallet. So we already have some tokens set aside for that as well, so that if we do at some point need to use tokens, or maybe give tokens out, integrate IRL charities or whatever it might be, get them integrated with our tokens so that they can use the token and have that supply already set aside for them. So I always just like to cover that as well, because some people will look at our chart and be like, oh, that's bullish. I love what they're talking about. And then they'll look at our holders and they're like, ooh. So I always like to explain that, so people, when they see it, they understand the story behind it.
The one thing that attracted me to this gentleman here in the project, when I was listening out in the background before I offered anything, is I heard him say charity, just like we're doing, Joker. And they want to help people, like he said, get the kids outside. And me having the 2-year-old son, I want him outside. As much as I get him outside, even though I'm sitting inside because I got things going on, but I want to get him outside, and we got him out today. We try to get him out every day. This morning he was out. This morning I was cooking out front and on the grill, and so I had him out there. We played a little ball, and it's fun. That's the big deal. I want to give a shout out to Larry, first of all, bull maker. These guys, and let's see, Robert was out here. Joe, my buddy, like I said, T-Dev, we'll do the Aquads thing. I see. And that guy Kellers was from Pump Fund. I shut the Pump Fund stream down. And because the fact is that I can't keep up with 2 screens for both.
That's a lot.
This is too much. But the number one thing that I think that I like the most about you guys, and this is something I haven't done, is staking the NFTs. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I like that one the most. So the biggest thing that I can go with you is I've got NFTs, and I've got to develop something that has to go with that. So there's a point utility that ties it to the NFTs. Now, did other than the donations, unless I'm stupid, which I sometimes suffer from CRS, which is can't remember shit, or in this case, it's CCRS, cats can't remember shit. You know, it's one of those situations that did you say you had something this other than the staking for utility for the NFTs? Because that would really intrigue me
Mhm.
outside of this wallet that we have up here, which has got yours in there.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that would be that. And Joker, I just want to say, if you have another device, your DM in the TG is very important right now for me. Just saying. Okay.
Yeah, so I can
So
talk about that. Yeah,
go
with
ahead,
the
please.
utility. Yeah, for the utility. So currently, what we have is staking for that. So we got that up and running, and with our NFTs, we launched those last week. So we're constantly looking for new ways to develop additional utility for the project, and that's what I really like about being in spaces and working with other projects, because a lot of the times you come across these new things that you wouldn't even thought of. And that's how staking came up, because we were working with some other projects, listening to what they were building, and they mentioned having staking available for NFTs. We're like, that's awesome. That's a way for us to give tokens back to people that are supporting us by getting the NFTs as well. So currently that's our utility, is the staking. But we are working on some additional stuff in the background. I don't want to give too much alpha, but we're definitely
No,
working
you
on some
don't.
additional.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Listen,
don't, don't, no,
yeah,
no,
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 no.
no,
mate.
no, no.
Yeah, no,
Listen,
no, I'm
mate.
not gonna
This
say
is
it.
an
I promise. I
interview,
promise.
but we don't want to reveal too much.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna leak any information. I don't want to leak
exactly. They
anything.
have to.
But we,
They're gonna have to. What is it? Pay attention per
yeah,
se.
exactly. Yeah, you have to read between
Yeah.
the lines with
Look,
that
we're
one.
trying
But
to make it easy for everyone, but listen,
yeah,
we want you guys, listeners, as well as all
yep,
the supporters out there, to at least meet us halfway, right? We're building you
exactly,
guys like we're building a foundation here to last a lifetime. This is a financial freedom, uh,
exactly.
right? So,
Yeah, if
with
you
that
can't
being
take
said,
this the time and the effort and the energy to go
exactly.
look into something, then you don't deserve the gains that would come with that.
No,
Yeah,
you've
100%.
got to earn it. All right. Look,
Exactly.
we want to make it easy for you out there, listeners, as well as the holders and supporters, right? But at the end of the day, we are here to make it as safe as possible for every, not just the old, but the new. Okay, because
Hmm.
we've actually, I had a little conversation with the Captain B&B community in regards to you know um, paying attention to just in a little minute things where community supports, but you've gotta want to support that community and know
Hmm.
where the value is. And
Yep.
when you support a community, don't just support a community because everyone's saying, hey, do this, do that. No, do your own
Hmm.
research. So we're trying to do everything here possible to give you as much knowledge as we can.
Yep.
But guys, you need to also do your own research,
Yep.
okay? And really, you know, pay attention, because if you don't want to lose money, hey, you need to go and do that as well. And I think the only way for everyone to kind of invest safely is by having our core team here
Yeah.
talking to you personally. And there's nothing
Exactly.
better than that, right? Not only that, but showing his face. This is
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
me. This
right.
isn't
Hey, look,
AI. This is what I really look like.
No.
I want to say thank you to Nath. Nath is one of our Nigerian friends, and we have a lot of them, as you know, on these spaces and these live streams. And Nath had come over from X, and he supports us a lot. He supports other projects as well, and he's got a good comment for you there. He loves what you're putting down. Obviously, good alpha here, he says. So
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, and
And
I love that you hit on the support from the Nigerian community, because we do have a couple of Nigerians who are within our community, and it's really cool because I actually had a guy reach out to me last week, and he was like, "Hey, I really like what you're pushing." And he was like, "Can you send me some mock-ups of what you would want in terms of like a shirt or a hat or something like that?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And I was a little bit skeptical because I get a lot of DMs about,
oh, it
"Hey,
happens. It
do
happens.
this." Yeah, you know how it is. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, yeah." So I sent him the image, the logo, and everything, and then within 2 days, he had created a video of himself with a shirt that had TouchGrass screen printed on it, a
Hell
hat that
yeah.
had TouchGrass screen printed on it.
Nice.
And yeah, we actually put the video on our main account, and he's just talking about TouchGrass, and he didn't even ask for
Wow.
anything. He just came in, wanted to support, and we've actually brought him on to create content for the project simply from him just putting forward the work first, and then wasn't even expecting anything. And that's what I urge people to do as well, is
That's
don't always
exactly
have
right,
the
mate.
expectation of something. Like sometimes you have to just put in the work first, get noticed, and then you can get the reward maybe later down the road. But that he
Absolutely.
did an amazing thing by doing that, and that's actually on our main X account. So really appreciate him. His name's Larry G.
There you go.
No,
you know what I
that's-
like?
what-
You know what I like real
Go
quick?
ahead.
Is that he's using Orca, and there was, I think you were saying something about that. Somebody was saying something about Orca, and Orca is great.
Oh, I love Orca.
I like Orca better than, it's kind of weird. I actually like Orca because it's like the silent, the people that here in the US don't really know a lot about Orca, and it's really solid. I'd like to see some more people using Orca, but most people, what they don't know is they have to use a VPN just to get it done. And
their fees are cheaper. Their fees are cheaper. So creating pools and doing other things like that when you're creating liquidity is a lot cheaper than Radium. Radium is important for like visibility, but our main pools, our secondary pool is definitely going to be at Orca, because you can provide single-sided liquidity and do a lot of different things to help manage that as well. And Orca is just I feel like the best platform, the easiest platform.
Hey, Scott Aker, hello. Just saying, shout. The best thing is this is the number one advice. I think I've talked about this to a lot of people. So again, at CCRS or Cats Can't Remember Shit, you did the best thing ever right here. You guys did the best thing with USDC.
Yep.
For stability. 100% stability. They did that in Orca. Perfect. It's and then I mean, of course, Pump Swap's got their little thing too, but I love this. When I see this,
two things came from that as well, right? Yeah. So you're talking about price stability.
That shows foundation stability, right?
Yeah,
there.
exactly. We don't, because if you're in Solana, you know that Solana went to 250, then it went back to 200, and it's all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to tie it with USDC as well, so it kind of drags us a little bit slower, also sends us a little bit slower, but at least it gives us more stability, and also
definitely
it creates arbitrage opportunities.
Yes, between the pools, and if
free
you're
volume,
exotic pairs, yes, this man's smart. Now, anybody that heard me in a space knows, and this is about. I've talked about liquidity pools 100 times over
again, guys.
Yes. So you guys,
here he goes.
Look. See what he's doing? No, there's no popcorn. See what they're doing. Look, all you guys really have to do, in all seriousness, and I think I'll throw it out there. If you take $20 or $10 of USDC and $10 in TouchGrass, and you go to Orca and you put it in this pool, right? You can go diamond handed, and then all it's going to do is print more for you, so that you don't have to buy anymore. So this way, when you decide to sell, that little say, I don't endorse selling it, but I don't say don't sell it, because people have to make money. When you decide to sell, you're going to get both those tokens that are going to get harvested from that pool, and you're going to be able to make some money off the TouchGrass that you got, and you will keep USDC so that you can buy TouchGrass on a price drop or a swing. So therefore, you can buy more up and put more in the pool. The more you put in the pool, not only do you support the community and the project, you're providing security for the project.
Correct.
As well as, get this shit, guys, the chain, the Solana blockchain. So these are the things, these 4 things, and you got to understand this. And this is a big deal for me. When I see this makes me want to actually go out and put this in my own wallet and set it.
I was going to say that.
And set it and forget it.
I'm telling you. And what I try to teach people about liquidity as well is it's the easiest way for you to take profit without hurting the chart and dumping the chart, because you can set it to where you literally have all your TouchGrass. You set it within a liquidity range, and it's going to sell as the price increases up until the top of your range. And then at that point, there's no sell function, because you're not selling it. Technically, you're just providing liquidity, and it's converting your TouchGrass to USDC as the price continues to rise, on top of you getting the fees by providing liquidity. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely. And that's another fundamental that a lot of unfortunate communities out there is just starting actually having got that side of technical side of
Hmm.
getting their foundation kind of solid. That's just another form of making your foundation even more solid, really, right? I think that's a really smart way. Like we got pairings ourselves,
Hmm.
and not only supply control, but we've also locked it. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here's
that
here's
is
one thing I'm going to recommend, and this
yeah.
is a pitch, but it's for a good purpose. And what we're talking about locking things and doing things over here,
Mhm.
guys. Get your ass one of these.
Oh,
Get your
100%.
ass an Ellie Pal wallet. Get your ass one of these. I'm going to do this now. Okay, so get your ass an Ellie Pal wallet. Okay, if you go in the description on YouTube later on, there's a link in there. Click that link and use Titan 10 for 10% off. I've got it literally, and these damn bad boys. Your crypto, your keys. Phantom ain't gonna save you, buddy. You get shit gets hacked. This
Mhm.
is a little more foolproof. I'm just saying. And Joker, I was telling you, we got him, and I got to do the work. So I'll be putting in
Let's
the work
go.
this week. And by the way, guys, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be giving this one away.
Yes,
Nice.
we are. We're holding it back for the right time, I suppose. Okay,
Yeah,
but
we're a sponsored space.
we got plenty of giveaways
We
coming.
got
anyway.
yes, we got some more
Right?
sponsored space, guys. Listen.
Exactly.
We're sponsored space. I got sponsors and I got affiliates. I got it coming out my ass. Oh,
Let's
by
go.
the way, our friend from TouchGrass. Did you know that if you and I'll do this for him, and this isn't, but I'll talk about it in a bit.
All right.
Did
Go
you?
ahead.
And I'm going to throw this up here. That if you go over here, right, you are now on. Even though you come off a pump fund, you're on 38 plus blockchains just on this website alone. And I do have to play the
I
spot.
feel like I've seen that somewhere.
He is everywhere. He's a great guy. He really is. And he's blunt as hell, and I don't mind.
On that platform, you can because I see the freelancer tab, and I think that's how I got introduced to it. Because it's almost like Fiverr, but you can find freelancers. Okay, yeah, I think I've heard of them talking to space.
Here, can I play you the clip so we can get him out of the way at least? Yep. Okay, yeah, so you can understand what he's doing completely. Here's the Aquads clip, guys. We are affiliated with him. Turbo's affiliated with him, and he's part of a bigger thing that we got going on, which we're working on, and we'll be talking more about next weekend.
Web3 is exploding with opportunity, but getting seen, getting hired, getting users, that's the hard part. Thousands of projects launch every month. Most fade into the noise. Freelancers chase dead leads. Users bounce between a dozen platforms. It's chaos. That's where Aquads.xyz comes in, a full-stack Web3 growth hub, paid project listings with bubble ads, a freelancer hub to unlock warm leads, real-time cross-chain swaps across 38 plus blockchains, a game hub that rewards users for engaging with your project, even Twitter raids, blog exposure, and PR distribution, all under one roof. Listing starts at just $199 USDC. Freelancers keep what they earn, and affiliates earn up to 20% commission by simply sharing. This isn't just another tool, it's your new home base in Web3. Aquads.xyz. Discover, earn, grow.
Ain't that some shit, man?
That's awesome. I didn't even know it had all of that. I didn't know it had like
he's been building and building and building, and he actually has it right now. Speaking of which, in the back end, which he hasn't put it out there yet, he's building it out for liquidity pools for stable pairs, and I can't remember which one, a couple of different ones. He's got a bunch of crazy stuff going on there, completely 100%. There he is. There he is, right there. There he is, right there in the stream.
Mr. T.
Yeah. So, guys, listen. And I do have a discount code, which I'm suffering from CRS. If you need it, I'll get it. The link and all that. He says, okay. Not got Aquify. So he's talking about Aquify. That's what we were just talking about, the pools. He is literally says it is live. Now go to Aquify. It is live. I haven't seen Aquify on here yet, but we're gonna have to work this out. But he has it to where Aquify is live. I just don't. Oh, I gotta scroll down like a dumbass. See, that's what happens.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just pools. It's live now. Literally.
Yeah.
Ethereum pools, guys, base pools, BNB chain. Listen, and I'm sure
Wow.
if you can, yes, I'm sure if you work with him in some way, he might maybe be able to put yours together with something on here as well, so that these guys can do this. So he's doing a lot of different stuff. I didn't scroll down far enough because I'm a dumbass, and I'll call myself a dumbass. But yeah, it's to me. I got here when I first started, and I pushed to get other people into it. And that's how we got our bubble. And I actually provided support,
Nice.
believe it or not, tech support, believe it or not. It's funny to how to get listed on here for a project that is no longer in existence. But
Yeah.
That's
It
awesome.
used
Yeah,
to be
so-
free.
yeah, so I appreciate anything he does when he does his thing. Footer section here, I found it. Thank you, T-Dev. But yeah. So right now, if somebody has ETH and they want to swap for TouchGrass, or they have Solana and they want to swap for PandaPump, they can literally go there because both chains are right there. Bam,
Nice.
right there.
Okay. Yeah. That's
There he
nice.
goes. See, here we go. Much love, fam. Yeah, there you go.
I love
there you
it.
go.
People really building stuff out
Absolutely.
here. That's what it's about.
So this is a leg up for you, and literally you can go and tell them we're on Aquads XYZ if you want to cross chain swap.
Yes.
No, definitely. I love
But
that. Yeah.
this,
I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
definitely, bro. T-Dev is one of our solid family members in a Web3 circle, and we've been, lucky enough to have him in our presence, as well as being part of a solid team, working always behind the scene. He's got a lot of skill set to implement in any project.
And he got me back into coding. I literally,
Yeah.
he got me back into it, and I've been working with some stuff, doing some things.
Nice.
And so
Yeah.
I didn't want to do anything, and I was kind of tired of it. But I like networks. I like plugging in Ethernet cables and configuring each port and going through there and doing that. Cisco switches, Cisco routers, those are my favorite kind of things. But a lot of stuff is getting automated these days to where you can go to the web UI and do that. So, but with you guys, that's kind of how I see with what you're doing with TouchGrass. You could have went through and followed the stuff over on Metaplex one at a time, and coded it out using a VM on like Windows. But you decided to go the automated route. And I don't often say that about tokens that come off of Pump Fund. As a matter of fact, I say the opposite usually. So that's it. He got to give you props, TouchGrass. Here you go.
Thank you.
He
Thank
says
you. I
TouchGrass
appreciate it.
is a solid project with stable setup for long-term runnings.
Let's go. You heard it. Heard it here. There's our endorsement. I love it. But really, I think that's why I love coming to things like this. Is it gives you a way to network with other people, other builders. And I feel like that's where we've got a lot of our growth, is being out in spaces, having conversations like this, being on different shows, because you always hear about some kind of new utility or some kind of new project or someone that you can interact with. And I think it's all about networking in this space. The more people you know, the more connections you have, the better off you're going to be able to build your business and your project out. So definitely appreciate that.
Sure.
What people need to also understand is that the more you present your company out here on the Web3, and the more transparent you are, and showing dedication to your craft and building that utility in as organic, as transparent as possible, people will gravitate and will see that in the long term. And at the end of the day, when that capital will start trickling into our meme or whatever sector it is going to be, that will be looking for communities like us who's building organically and also has a actual business orientated plan and a utility to funnel back into the company. So people will invest in us later on down the road. So majority of people out here is just, we all know they're all here for a quick gain.
Yep.
So when you look at TouchGrass and the fundamental of how they're building it in a business mindset, you know it's gonna last. Because I see, I mean, we've been here over a year and 3 months now, and when we built Turbo, we didn't look at the chat whatsoever. The priority
Yep.
was getting hold and control of your socials, right? Getting control of your domain, website, X account. You know, these things are prioritized before
Yep.
we even started marketing Turbo,
Yep.
right? Not only that, getting solidified your team, and whether if you can trust that team, and
Yep.
whether if they're gonna be there for the long run with you. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So these are the things that needed to be established before you can even start anything.
Exactly.
And then once you got that kind of insight, then you can start thinking about running a community. Then once you start getting into running a community, priority wise is, like I said, social. Then you need to get supply control, and then you're gonna need to give some kind of security for the community or for your investors to whether if they're going to be investing more into you, and give them some kind of incentive to invest on your company more by showing them a utility like what you've just built, the NFT, right? And now you're going to funnel that back, the capital back into the ecosystem of TouchGrass. What do you think is going to happen? Of course it's going to grow.
Exactly.
Right? So
it's so simple. It's simple yet effective. And that's what I'm always
Exactly.
about, is getting back to the basics. Is
Yeah.
like, okay, if we can sit there and have it to where our NFTs go to our treasury, and then, you know,
Yeah.
if there are dips and things, we can use that as buybacks or whatever
Exactly,
it might be.
buybacks and so on,
Exactly.
marketing, wherever you
Exactly.
like to go. And
Yep.
that is what the fundamental, what we're trying to push out there for everyone to understand, that when you go into live stream spaces, look for communities that's actually got a business plan and a utility to back it up with. And not only that, security wise, look for communities who actually has docs devs, who's actually not afraid to show themselves and communicate in any level to all the investors, new or old, right? That's what we need to start pushing in the narrative of that. Is this is exactly what it comes down to. What we built here between Cats, myself, T-Dev, and the rest of the family that behind the scene that's working tirelessly every single day is what we are trying to push out here in the narrative on the live stream, is by bringing in real communities to bring forth to each other and actually help one another, because we're all going to win, guys. There's
Exactly.
only 6% in the world at the moment is trading. We know this, right? So the more we actually push and help one another, it's going to be better for all of us. So again, thank you, mate, for an amazing interview.
Yeah, thank you.
Chat.
No,
You can,
you're welcome.
Congratulations.
You can help. You can hang around here. Do you wanna do the giveaway for yourself for this right now?
I think we'll save that at the end of the show, so that way they can stay and listen. Because
I'd like to do that for sure. But if you want to hang around and do the giveaway, and you can set up the rules yourself there, Sean, that's up to you. And you can participate and ask PandaPump questions as well. Because
yes, absolutely. Because
that's
we're gonna
it.
have to jump. Again, mate, thank you for the show and for the amazing, answers. And I hope the community, all our listeners, as well as the live stream listeners and the community and every projects out there, please, guys, show some love to TouchGrass, because we know he is going to be here for the long road, just like us.
There you go.
100%. And yeah, I just wanted to say, I'll still be here. I'm going to go grab some dinner real quick from upstairs.
Absolutely.
And some water, but I'll definitely still be here. But no, I want to say I appreciate you all for allowing me to come up here, interviewing me. I love questions. I love questions because it challenges me. So I know what I'm talking about. I love questions. So I definitely appreciate it. And I love getting active and engaged. I mean, that's why I'm here on this space, right? Because me and Cats over here met in a space.
There you go.
It's like,
it's
like, hey, this is what's going on. I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. I would love to come over here. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity.
Nath said it best, and he said, we've all said this. Your
Yep.
network is your net worth.
100%.
And I haven't forgot any of you guys
Absolutely.
over there on YouTube by the Spirit Spark. I have not. Don't forget us in YouTube. I haven't forgotten you.
No.
Reading it right. I'm reading it right now. Okay.
Again,
So there you go.
we won't forget. Don't worry.
I don't know what this body bags thing is, but it's cool. Come with Dr. Frankenstein. Glad you're hanging out. We're cool with that. You're learning about TouchGrass tonight. And when we're done, if you hang on afterwards, I'm going to give you a little, because you're going to go back and stream on Pump Fun.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back. We're gonna talk about that between me, you, and Joker, and what's actually going on out there. Joker, we went up 2 more points, by the way, after that 100. So I'll clue you in on that. But it's okay because it's good
That's
for
all
you
good,
guys.
brother.
It's
We've
good
got
for
this.
you guys. Trust me. TouchGrass is great for TouchGrass.
Let's
But
go.
I'm telling you now. But anyway, so I'm going to throw this in here and we're going to reset this, like they reset the room real quick. And we're going to do the whole thing for Jingle Mining real quick. Then we're going to go to Panda Pump, and then we're good because I'm done playing shenanigans tonight. That was fun. That was fun.
We need to talk about that.
We're going to work it out so I get it up here on another screen. I get this
Okay.
third screen. But here we go to Jingle Mining. This is our sponsor for this particular one, and we get things from them and we give that away too. If you're a crypto miner or you're not a crypto miner, it's a good way to support your project by grabbing a jazz miner or so on. And I can explain it more. You have to go to unminable.com and you can hook the miner up and everything. So here we go, guys. Check it out. This video is brought to you by Jingle Mining, the supplier of the jazz miner. They also supply gold shell products, Cannon products, as well as the solo miner Jingle Miner, which we've seen here on the channel, as well in the Ice Rivers. So if you're looking for a larger ASICs as well as smaller ASICs, they also have mining hosting, as well as parts and other solid items for your crypto mining needs. Shout out to Eduardo. Okay, let me. So he's not here at the moment. We're gonna hit his mic so we see he doesn't. No offense to TouchGrass, but if he comes back and he's wearing a towel, we don't want to know. Michael Walsh, yes, there will be free tokens. We've got 3 giveaways tonight. Okay, I'm going to remind everybody of that before we start with Panda Pump. We've got $20 in USDC. Okay, we have that Fuck Pump Fun token as well as TouchGrass for a giveaway tonight. They go as a pair, so you can fuck Pump Fun and sell Pump Fun if you want. That's perfectly okay. That's how that goes. The other thing is that I have crypto mining using a KS0, which I'll mine for an entire week for you on my dime. Okay, so you guys we'll go in the order. The big prize will probably go somewhere between second to last and last. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Panda Pump, are you there? Are you ready? Paging
Hey
Panda
guys,
Pump.
what's going on? Happy
There we
Saturday.
go.
There it is.
Who's
Welcome
ready
to
to
the
pump?
show, Panda Pump, mate.
Joker, are you ready to
Cats, can
pump,
we have
sir?
his screen up here, website, please? I mean, X account as well.
We have X account with a bunch of really wonderful memes based on pop culture, featuring our chief mascot, Pico Panda. We have GIFs. We're on Giphy. We've been on Giphy since August 2nd. Over 2.3 million organic impressions thus
Before
far.
we start the show, mate, I just want to make sure you get some real good introduction here.
Sure.
First and foremost, buddy, look, welcome to the show. It is your first time on the show. What we normally do is we have 3 questions at the end of the show. Obviously, I'm going to be asking questions in regards to the community, as well as what utility and other means to make sure that we are investing on a safe and secure token. So with that being said, mate, look, welcome to the show. I know it's been a while you've waited, but mate, it is going to be worth the time. It is a beautiful day here in Australia, and you know what? Again, I want to get Cats. Can we get the chart for Panda Pump, please. Okay. Now, mate, I know you've been into the waiting list for a while. Uh, for our all listeners, what we'd like to know is that where you got and what you got cooking for the Panda Pump community, as well as what insights that need to know, as well as how did this all come about? Go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. So, where do we start? Where do we start? So let's tell you about the project.
First and foremost, obviously, introduce yourself and also let our listeners know who you are and your
Yes.
title in regards to the community. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. So I am the founder and CEO of PandaPump, and we're going to go through the entire ecosystem. We are
Hmm.
currently on base chain. I've personally been involved in Web3 since 2017. So during the ICO mania, I don't know
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
guys, we all remember that, right? Those 100Xs, just the absolute insanity that was ICO mania. That was a truly wonderful time because the market was illiquid. There were not as many tokens as we have. It's kind of the quote problem today. We have more money, but more problems, meaning much more saturation, many more projects. Back then, there was only a couple pages on CoinMarketCap. So it was a lot easier for these things to move. But
yeah,
I got involved then. I really just saw the beauty right away through the Bitcoin white paper. But what really kicked it off for me was the simplicity and the fact that we could settle trades, we could trade and settle remittances 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That alone, not to mention just the borderless means in which I could self custody, I could also send cross border, etc. But for me, that was the death knell of, you could say, TradFi banking. I knew it. I said, there's just going to be a point in time. It makes no sense that equities, for example, only trade 5 days a week. Banks are only open 9 to 5. This makes no sense. They're going to catch on at some point in time. And that's kind of what we're seeing today with the whole idea of tokenizing the Wall Street, etc. So that's just a little background on myself. I got in 2017 and I stayed every single day. My goal was to stick around, learn something new. And through it all, I saw the ups and downs. I saw DeFi summer. I was around for that. And then there was this obviously Dogecoin was coming up, Floki. That was kind of like the V1 of the memes. And then there was the V2. Obviously, Joker, yourself with Turbo was a big inspiration. But I started saying, hey, it's a relatively low barrier to entry. I was also in line with Murad's philosophy that a lot of these quote utility tokens, especially the ones we saw during the 2017 ICO boom, they're masquerading as meme coins. So, and they're all VC backed. They dump on the normie. So why not create something of my own? Take the bull by the horns myself, create a character, create a movement myself that I could lead, and get people involved and interested and have fun at the same time. So that's when I thought of during the second phase, when we started seeing, I'd say around like 2021, the meme coins really starting to pop off. And excuse me, really 2022 is when it first popped in my head, and 2023 is when the conception and the actual putting everything together came into play. So we launched on base in July of 2025, but the work started in 2023. So we've been working on this for 2 years. And what do we have? We have a token, we have a staking platform, and we have NFTs. So we have three different elements to our ecosystem. The project is based on our chief mascot, Pico Panda. Okay, and Pico Panda, if you go on our X page, he's the cute panda you see with the crown, and he's got the sunglasses, and he's got the pump it on his t-shirt. And pump it is the mantra that we use, that Pico tries to tell us to remember, to put things out with good energy, with enthusiasm, pump the energy, pump the enthusiasm, pump the positivity. It's a mantra to remind us to show up every day and do the little things right. Most people don't realize that bamboo is a type of plant that it can take several years. Certain species can take several years before it's able to actually come through and puncture the surface. However, when it does, the growth is exponential. It can grow in the upwards of 90 feet within 60 days. And that's emblematic. It's metaphorical to what our movement is all about. It's about watering the bamboo every day, and it's understanding that growth is unseen a lot of the times. It's not only just in Web3, but you can apply this idea to your personal life. Anything of substance, everything great that's been done in life involves sacrifice, it involves time, diligence, and consistency. And it's a reminder that you pump it every day, you water the bamboo every day. And even if you can't see the growth, there is growth happening, and growth will eventually occur if you stick with it. If you have, integrity, you work hard, and you have actual, utility. We'll say. Now, we want to use pump it as a mantra in three phases. In the short term, it's a reminder of that image I just spoke about. In the medium term, it's going to be about the momentum as we start to get more traction, as the followers grow, as people start to know about us. That's going to be the momentum that is continuing to drive us as the snowball continues to grow. And then in the long term, when this becomes a household brand, that is going to be the proof of work for us. That's going to be a badge of honor. And it's going to be showing everyone that we started as a small, humble project at base, but we were able to grow to something much more substantial. So that's really what the mantra of, water the bamboo and pump it is all about. Now, we have our token. We're on Base Network. If you go to our X page, we have a bunch of memes. And the
Go
memes
to
we
the X
have
account, please, Cats.
Yeah, and the memes we have are based on pop culture. They're really meant to the art is very very vibrant. We spend a tremendous amount of time on the quality of our art. And that one right there is Mission Impossible, for example. So we're touching
Yeah,
into
I
pop
like that.
culture. Scroll down a bit more, you have some GIFs as well. We're on Giphy. And again, that's one of our NFTs, by the way. We'll get to
Yeah,
that in a moment.
So did you like earlier what I did with your panda for the
I
promo?
didn't see it. I
You
didn't
didn't?
see it. Oh,
You,
the actual
yeah, the promo right here where he's talking in the end, and then
yeah,
they're
that was
back
very cool.
the
Very
conversation back and forth.
Very
Yeah,
cool. Loved
there
it.
you are.
Loved it. Thank you so much. It was so cute. And we brand ourselves as the cutest community on base. And we're about positivity. We want to be in the cute IP realm of the meme space, which that's an unsaturated place. I can think of one little project called Pudgy, which is in that space, but there's not many that are doing it at scale really well. So you can see that's a GIF right there. That's about spreading the positivity. A lot of the GIFs are going to be about that. Scroll down, we have a GM post, a GM one,
Yeah,
a
those
little
are good.
more. And we have one for autumn. So like we have a lot of these just sitting in the inventory, just ready to be released. We're gonna release them methodically. But if we go down a little more, we have one for Terminator. Um, we have one for Batman, and then there's even stuff for Grand Theft Auto, Nirvana. There's 50 Cent. So there's a bunch of just different pop culture related elements that we're after. There's a Terminator one, another GIF, for example. We have our DJ Panda right there. So we
Oh
put
yeah.
a tremendous amount of time into the cuteness and the quality of the art so it really pops and people can smile. If this makes your day a little better, that's what it's all about. And it's about, again, water the bamboo, show up every day, whether it's in the community, whether it's posting, it's rating, spreading like the kind of the idea of this positivity and to pump it. That's what we're all about. We have the staking plot. Yeah, we did buy a plot on base as well. So this was just purchased this evening,
Yes, it
and
was.
it's about being connected to other base users, and that's not cheap. The plot that we bought as big as we could buy. And that is just about us getting a piece of base history, but also to show that we love the base community. And that's really big. A lot of people ask the question, why did you pick base though? I can get into that. It's because when we initially started this off, we said we want a blockchain because the ETH wars. We all remember the gas wars. It was insanely difficult to settle trades. I remember $150 transaction fees. It was just crazy at the peak times. So I said, look, we have to go somewhere because the normies are going to move to a place where the transactions are cheap and fast by extension. And that was Solana at the time. So I
Well,
said,
so I got a question for you, real quick.
sure, go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead.
Hey, Crypto Max, how you doing this evening? So, how do you feel about Coinbase and what they're doing? I'm not going to bring it up here right now, but what they're doing with all the base ones inside the centralized exchange app itself or the website where there's a DEX inside there. Do you think
Yeah.
that that's going to be a positive for you guys or kind of like a stalemate?
Super positive, and that was again going back to like why we picked base. It's all related because I was looking where the breadcrumbs were. What is the future going to look like? And that's like a lesson. If no one even buys into our token, just take this away. Axiomatic for everyone. Crypto is a place of being contrarian. Okay, it's not investment advice, but you oftentimes have to go to where the puck is going to be. Skate
Yes.
there. Everyone's always chasing, and that's just the herd mentality at work. You have to go a step or two steps ahead. and say this
Yeah.
is going to be a thing. Whether
Read the
it's
play. Read the play.
exactly. So at the time, I was saying, what are we? How do we kind of? And I'll absolutely answer your question, but this is all interlinked. I said, why pick base? Why not Solana? And I said, crypto is also it is an attention economy. You need to be able to stand out in this space. And I said, Solana is just saturated as hell. There were so many projects launching. You go on Dex Tools and you see the new projects. You refresh your screen; those projects were already on the next page.
You know, it's funny.
Meanwhile,
We proved that tonight too, which is another point that I'm going to make.
go ahead,
Literally,
go ahead.
we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You see what we did earlier, right? And here's the crazy part, though. If somebody wanted, I would be happy to help them bridge the entire project over, but they'd have to do their own tokenomics and how to get lost. So if you wanted to be multi-chain, it's really not that hard to do. But proving the point that was part of the education. Proving the point that you can just go anywhere and do anything. That token I'll probably pop in there later in the week or something like that, talk a little bit, monkey around with those people, and then I'll move on, because I'm not that I'm rugging the token, right? It's just the fact that we are just that, as I put it, it was a meme to make a point, and we made the point just by doing this tonight. So if you got in and you got out, then congratulations, you made money. Or you might have lost it, depending how good or bad you come. But with your situation, you're on base. This is where I want to go, Joker. This is what we've talked about in the past. I want to be able to bridge over here as well as BSE, because when I bridge to base, then I'm also touching ETH. Now, there's a question: do you see base and ETH as separate or equal?
I mean, I think it's an extension as an L2. And by the way, it is the largest L2 per L2B.com. So, I mean, just on the basis of how L2s work, I mean, it just allows for like less transaction, I guess, congestion on the main net. You can have these like underlying networks where you can bundle up, ultimately roll them up to the main chain without clocking it up and having those transaction fees. So I think that's, if anything, I would say is an extension. And then to your point as well, there's going to be a bridge from base to Solana. So that's obviously very bullish. That should get more eyes onto base chain as well.
You
Jesse
could, yeah,
Pollock.
you could do it. You can do it in Wormhole right now. You can bridge the entire project over.
Yeah.
And
And
not only you have Jesse Pollock talking about launching a token, right? So that's going to have a lot of people come over. But like I said, you have to look at where things are going. So going back to why we picked base, I talked about like it just popped in my head. I said, wait a second. Base has the same idea of being fast and low cost. Now, was Base as popular at that time? Even less so. There was less TVL. But what I was seeing a hostile SEC going after Coinbase in a frivolous manner. I was seeing Coinbase defend that very well. I was seeing Coinbase's income statement, their financials, they were very healthy. The transaction volumes were growing. That's obviously going to catch the attention of Wall Street and others over time. And then I was seeing Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, his vision and what he was writing in articles saying he
yeah,
ideally wanted normies to one day trade on chain on their base chain and not even know it. And that's when, for me, when I combined all that, I said, provided they get through this frivolous lawsuit, which it ended up being frivolous, as we know, this is going to be a thing at some point in time. You fast
Joker.
forward to today. Go ahead,
Joker,
go ahead.
do you see these rules? There's a question in these rules? Do you see what I'm saying?
And that's a nod to Fight Club, by the way. That is a
Go for it,
nod to.
Joker. Go for it, Joker. I know you're itching for that. I know you're itching. You got a question here. I know you do.
No, you go ahead. Finish it off.
Finish it off. He's nodding to Fight Club. He's got these rules. How you're going to ask how or what gave him the idea? There's the question. Am I not right? Are you there?
I'm here. Yeah. I mean,
No, not you. I meant Joker, but yeah.
Yep.
I mean, is that you see that? You see the same thing I'm seeing, Joker? He's
Rule
looking.
one.
Yeah. So we'll go. I'm just saying. I'm curious how and why. Not what, but you see what I'm saying? This isn't interesting. I like this. Just saying. So PandaPump, I'm sorry. I'll let you elaborate on this because this is neat.
Yeah, and like that's what we're trying to. That's one of the strategic angles. One of them's the gifts, right? The other one, because the gifts, by the way, they flow through. They propagate from Giphy to X. If you reply to someone, press the gift button, type Panda Pump or Panda Pals, the GIF will flow through. So that's one angle. We want to be able to have that on iPhones, similar to what like Pudgy did, how they reach so many people. The other strategic angle is to make memes, which again touch on pop culture. This is Fight Club. We have the Terminator one. We have Nirvana. We have the Beatles. We have just so many that we have 50 Cent, Grand Theft Auto, so on and so forth. If you just spend some time, we've done it in a way where we want to make people smile through the cuteness of the panda and like some of the kind of mischievous nature he has. Like there's a on the website, there's a picture of him having a text exchange with Elon Musk as well. So there's going to be a lot of like fun Easter eggs in that respect in terms of how we make people smile, and that's one of like the secret ingredients that we've infused as part of our brand. But just to tie it back to where we're talking about the confluence factor, like what else is going on? Like why did we pick base? So you're seeing today whitehouse.gov/crypto. So it's like we literally have on the White House website, they're openly saying we want to repatriate crypto. We want the US to be the crypto capital of the world. Now, I would imagine if I'm connecting the dots, they're going to work with the bellwether exchanges of the United States. They're going to work with the Krakens and the Coinbases of the world. And by extension, that should lead to more eyes on Base and our project. Now, wrapping it to your question earlier, Kat, like what you were saying about like the Base app itself, which we were able to get an invite from Jesse himself. He extended an invite to us. And that was another angle as well. I said we can get into Base and rub shoulders with a lot of these heavy hitters while the chain is still in its early stages, when it's in its infancy. And I'm not saying I have a connection with Jesse, but like he's kind enough to answer DMs from time to time. And that was one that he answered. We said, hey, like, we're kind of like just a newly formed project. Base app sounds super interesting. Can we get an invite? He's like, sure, no problem. He sent it to us. He didn't have to do that. I think it's another thing, the ethos, the culture. Like, you have this whole fun of like Solana, that it's kind of like got a different flavor, a different culture to it. Pump fun, I guess it's part of the fun, like the thrill, right? You could hit 100x or lose it all, like, on these streams. But like what I like about Base, it feels like a family. It feels like a community. It's still
It
small
has
enough where you
got
can,
that. It does has got that family
right?
feeling on Base, where
I
on the
love it.
Solana, it's more such a fast pace where if you blink you lose or win in some cases. No, absolutely. Look, I think I'm gonna go with Cats first. If he's got any questions, and then I'm gonna go to
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm
TouchGrass
gonna try
after.
and steal this video because I did this last week for Karen. And if our friend from TouchGrass has a video that they want to play, send it over to me or send me a link
Yeah.
over here in the background, and I will grab this because I'm gonna grab this. They got a 2-minute video that I thought was really neat.
Yeah.
So I don't want that. I want the video. I don't
All right.
want
Yeah,
that.
we
I'm
Before
trying-
we
have a,
go into that, let's
yeah, and
continue
I'll,
with the
I'll yeah. Go ahead, please.
and finish that one off, and then we can go. Well, I hope all the listeners and as well as our community have been paying attention to what you've been saying, mate. I think it's something that is very, I mean, how long has the community been running for?
July 15th.
Which is
It's about 3 months.
3 months, and just so it's fun. It's it's in the stage where foundation building, right?
Yes.
And social is all up to date, and you've
Yes.
got
Oh, yeah.
supply control. And
Yes.
then you've also
70%.
got
Yes.
utility already in play. Like this is something that's really becoming. I mean, you can see the way it's already planned out, and there's no marketing has been done yet, or
Not in a heavy sense. It's been more grassroots because we didn't want a pre-sale, none of that. So no KOLs.
I was gonna
not
say that
interested.
too. Was there a pre-sale or a
No.
team token at
There
the start?
is. There's a small team allocation of 5%.
Okay.
And I will say everything we have, we're based on transparency and
Yeah, that's
quality.
obviously.
Transparency, the liquidity's locked. verifiable on chain, and the
Yep.
team allocations locked via team finance. The contracts are
Yep.
announced. We have a
Yep.
staking platform. It's been audited by two separate
Nice.
firms,
Nice.
including one firm down under by you, a firm known as Hash. Yes,
That's the
sir.
way.
Hashlock is one out of Australia, and number two is Solid Proof out of Germany. So we took the effort not only to build a staking app linked to the token. It's currently emitting 80% per annum. So, Kat, if you don't mind, if you could go back to the website,
Yeah.
it's
Here,
where you
I'm
need
gonna
to
I'm
be.
gonna do something for you. You got that little 2 minutes. I'll pay about 30 seconds of that off from the website, right? So we'll see where this goes. And I swipe the video so we can do this.
In the heart of the bustling bamboo grove of Pandala, where pandas lazed and snacked all day, one maverick panda stood out from the crowd. His name was Pico Panda, and unlike his siblings who were content with the laid-back panda lifestyle, Pico was a panda on a mission. A panda with a plan, and a panda with a spark of rebellion in his eyes. One day, as Pico was perfecting his somersault, he stumbled upon a coin, glimmering in the sunlight. But this wasn't your typical coin. It had an image of an impressive-looking panda proudly wearing a crown, and bore the inscription, Panda Pump. At that moment, Pico knew he was destined for something extraordinary. Visions of a grand future, far beyond the confines of the bamboo grove, began to flood Pico's mind. Each glint of the coin seemed to whisper tales of grandeur and promise, arousing a fire of determination within him. With his newfound resolve and with dreams that stretched higher than the tallest bamboo tree in his heart, Pico was poised to spark an edgy, transformative revolution. His mission? Educate all the pandas of Pandala about the undeniable magic and boundless excitement of crypto, meme coins, and the Panda Pump revolution to come. Pico knew it.
So that kind of gives you a bit of an idea. Sorry, I didn't want to cut it off like so quick, but that's you guys put a lot of work into that, and I
Yeah.
really thought that was neat. Let's see here,
We have
CryptoMax is
Oh,
CryptoMax is an
sorry.
amazing project for you. Uh, Sean or TouchGrass, have you heard anything so far that you really like off of this out of curiosity? Because I know
Well,
you've
yeah,
been eating.
with-
We caught you in
yeah,
the middle of
with,
the food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
I did.
yeah, no problem, no problem. But yeah, I actually have been on some spaces with Panda Pump, so I've heard about their project before and what they're building and things over there. So yeah, I'm super bullish on Panda Pump. Really like their artwork. I like that. I think there's like hundreds of different backgrounds, and I think having that variability within the NFT collection is just super cool. And I
I
like
love the
everything.
artwork on the NFTs,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, no, that looks really good. And then I
Yeah.
think building on base too is just always a good idea.
That's
Uh,
another I
This
was
is
going to
our
mention is that's another bullish chain to actually get in because it's very early in base right now,
mhm.
and I think having something on base, like what he said, it's not just a quick gain chain. Like it's more of a real organic sort of building
I feel like it's a
platform. So
community-based chain. There's a lot more
yeah.
communities
100%, 100%. Yeah.
for
No,
sure.
so I'm going to go back here a couple links here, and he wanted to see the website for a minute.
Yeah, this
But-
is the main
Okay, go
website.
ahead.
It's pandapump.io. If you really quick, just click the participate button. That
Yeah.
is where the staking platform resides. And you can just take a look. It's been fully audited, like I said. Does it take extra money? Of course, but safety is,
Looks
of
like it's
utmost
down right
priority.
now. Looks like it's down.
You have to use Chrome if possible. But you can.
Oh, there we go. So I won't. Chrome will suck resources. I hate Chrome.
Okay, so go back. Let's do the NFTs
Hang
instead.
on, let
Go
me
to
see
the
if I can
NFT.
try something else for you real quick, so that we're not being funny. I want to try something on the other side here. All right, let's see if it works. Okay. Yeah, this is my favorite part right here. I'll show you in a minute, guys. And it's crazy in the sense that the entire screen. This is what I get.
Yeah, so we implemented geo-blocking as well. So if you're from the States, you're not able to access the site. But Joker should be able to, being outside of the States. But why don't we just head back? We'll show the NFTs, but the participation platform is live. If you're not from the States, you should be able to access it. You can click on Mint NFTs over there.
Yeah, I did
And this
that.
links to our second site. Click on Explore, because we can show what's been minted, what we call adopted to date. And this is our gallery. And I'd be
Nice.
bold enough. I would be bold enough to say we have one of the deepest collections in all of Web3. And I don't say that with exaggeration. We have over 500 backgrounds. We have over 1,000 traits, and we have over, I'm going to say 120 unique skins. So Panda's made of fire, of water, of diamond, bamboo, zombie panda, robot panda, mutant panda, lightning, glow in the dark. It just goes on and on. There's going to be a ton of
What's
Easter
the
eggs in
full
here.
collection on the whole collection, bro?
I
What do
can
you, I'm
keep.
sorry. In what sense? What do you mean?
On the NFT?
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
the
it's
whole What's the whole
like how,
collection? Is like 5%, 10,000 or
yeah,
5,000
there,
or
there's 10,000 total, and
okay.
Whoa.
it's a dual collection, which means
Yeah.
that it's comprised of male and female pandas.
Yeah, well
And so
nice.
the male pandas comprise 75%, so 7,500, and the female, which are more rare, are 2,500. So they also
Nice.
have utility. They have utility as well. So there's two utilities at the moment out of the box. We talked
Yeah.
about the staking platform. If you stake the token you get right now, there's 80% per annum emission rate. However, if you also stake the NFT, you get a 50% boost. Furthermore,
Oh.
if you're just staking the token, let's say you've accrued 1,000 in native pump. That's our
Yeah.
token symbol. A token symbol with two P's stands for Panda Pals promoting unity, meaning, and purpose. Just a fun side note. We have a meme based on that we're going to release as well. But if you're just staking the token, you get that 80%. If let's say you've accrued up to 1,000 tokens, when you go to claim 20%, 200 in this example, will be burned. However, if you're also staking the NFT, you're not subject to that burn. So those are just two out of the box based utilities we have. Yeah, so the NFTs to me is like my favorite part of the project. We like to release like adoptions of the day. The
Yeah.
one that we featured earlier was a graffiti panda. It's like a panda with like graffiti art on him. So yeah, there's just going to be a ton of, and that's the thing. It's about attention. It's about like, did this take a lot more effort? Yes. I can't even explain how much effort all of this to put together took. But
Oh,
to
I
me, it's
know
worth it.
exactly how much, especially on the NFT.
It's not easy.
Woo!
It is not easy at all.
Well,
At
mate,
all.
and we're not even just we're just talking about the traits here. Okay, that takes months.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
So,
goodness. Over 1,000 traits too. Over a
oh my
thousand.
god, that's what I was
There
Yes.
gonna
you
say.
go.
And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. We have certain traits which overlap across male and female. So, for
Wow.
example, a leather jacket. Here it goes. The leather jacket, the design for the male and the female, we could have made them the same, but we said no. We're gonna have one
No,
design for the male, one for the female. That's one thing. Then we
that's
have
so good. That's
yes.
almost
Then
like a
we
one of one.
yes, and then we also have those two. I'm gonna get to that. We have
Oh, perfect.
we have
Let's
di-
go.
All
we have
right.
distinct skins and distinct traits based on the gender. So, for example, a skin is robot panda. Robot is only male, and then you have flower panda is only female. So yeah, we have those. And then we have you said one of one. We have what we call super rares, and the
Well, I was
super
gonna
rare.
say for our listeners, right?
Yeah.
Are you able to give us the rarest of the rarest?
Ooh, I mean that's the fun part. There are so many rarities. Like I don't
There
even
you
Come
know where
go.
to
on, guys,
begin.
get in there and find it because
There you
There's
go.
someone minted a
it's not a
super
bit.
rare.
I mean, is it minted yet, or has it been minted like this?
Yeah,
You know?
we have a number that are minted so far. I just showed you. Whatever's on the
Yeah.
Yeah,
site
yeah,
is
yeah.
what's
Like,
minted.
What's
Oh, I
this?
got you. I got you.
What's it?
The rarest. I just said
What's this about here? It's a Panda Pump implemented 4% sale tax. A sell tax.
that was initial. We had that at the onset.
Yeah.
A lot of this was to discourage the bots because like at the onset, like so what we did at the beginning, we had a very high sales tax. We had it at 15% because we were hearing in this space that that's
Right.
what these bots come in. They come in and crush your chart. And that actually worked to our advantage. So that goes over to treasury that we have.
Right.
But yeah, like we effectively moved all fees to 0% and renounced the contract, and that's verifiable. You could go to Dex Tools and see the contracts renounced, and that the buy and sell tax are 0%.
Well, there you go, man. That pretty much
nice,
that's pretty
nice.
much where we're at.
Well, I
That's
think
awesome.
we've got covered everything, or have we covered everything, or?
Pretty. I mean,
Um,
I know. Is there anything else you want to add, or Sean? Do you want to touch grass? You want to throw anything at him? Do you got questions? Because I can hit each one of this. The panda population, 5 billion
No, I don't think I
tokens.
got any questions, but I definitely need to mint a panda for sure. I want to get one of
Yes,
those.
yeah.
let's do it.
Well,
And you know what? They're not priced in ETH. They're priced in USDC. So
Yeah,
it
I
makes
saw
it
that.
like affordable, especially in a rising ETH environment. You know, we wanted to have that consideration in mind so people could, we feel it's reasonably priced.
I saw.
yeah,
I saw.
Are
absolutely.
there any grass related traits?
Ooh, we have an
Oh, that's a good
There you
one. I like
go.
that.
we
Or the
do have
bamboo?
Uh,
I see the
we got
bamboo.
a bit,
Come
yes, we
on.
got the bamboo skin and we have an earth panda. So it's made of like earth material.
Okay,
Let's go
okay.
and have
Yeah.
a look.
so there we go. Wait a minute. We're finding. Where's this? There's no.
Okay, I see that one. Okay. Yeah, because what we like to do is we help support other communities by minting their NFTs and then we hold it in our treasury and we never will sell them. So
That's awesome.
having one that's like a touch grass related, some kind of touch or some grass related traits, that would be awesome for us to have so
Yeah,
we
that's
could
a
put
good
that.
one.
Yeah, for sure.
Make an
Yeah.
offer. Wasn't
There,
this
there's
unlimited? Unless it's
That one's made
unlimited.
of bubbles. That pink one was Bubbles Panda. So we have like just like all sorts of fun stuff. Like it's gonna be a blast, honestly. And to
I
put
love
the
it.
extra to put
There
the
you
extra
go.
effort in means that people are gonna see it and they're gonna say this is fun. There's no better feeling as a founder when you speak to someone and like you get the spectrum of answers. You get people who are like not interested, I don't like NFTs, whatever. Then you get people who are kind of lukewarm. You get people a little more who are like, yeah, I like it, but not at the moment. Then you get the cohort I love. And that it tells me a few things. They say, I love it. What is that? I need to have it. So cute. I love it. What is this? Join the
I,
community. Those are the best for me.
I
That
like
shows me
this
there's
one here. He's in
viability.
Holland. The only thing he doesn't have is the wooden shoes. If you know anything about Holland and all the Netherlands and the wooden shoes, the clogs that we
Yes.
wore way back in the day. So yeah, the only thing I don't see is wooden shoes here, but he's got the grass and the fields and the wheat and the whole shot.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
There's a lot.
There, I'm
There's a
I'm
lot.
looking for the grass for you. Really, I am.
He's not. I
And
don't
so
think we've
mint
minted
it.
him yet.
Yeah, I
We
gotta
have not
mint it.
minted him yet. But you have to take a look at panda number. There's one panda. It's one of the Easter eggs we have. So all the pandas are facing to the right. But if we go to panda, where is he? Number. Oh, I think he's in the 90s. But panda, where is he? I
Scrolling,
lost him.
scrolling, scrolling.
96. 96. Go to 96. Is it a misprint? What is it? Why is she facing to the left? That's an Easter egg. So we have some fun stuff like that in there. We have unique colors. You know, there's a there's a super
That's a
rare here.
no, actually that's a rare one.
Yeah.
That's
Get
one of them.
into it.
One.
Buy that one.
Wait. There's another one. I'll tell you a super rare. Hold on. If we go up to someone minted two super rares were minted. Number 33, that's Chef Pandarina. And what that is, that's what we call a thematic. And that is one of 105 that is based on a theme, head to toe, including background. NFTs, as you know, are randomly generated, but we made a subset that are based on theme. So there's Chef Panda, for example. There's Ninja Panda, right? There's a Firefighter Panda, so on and so forth. The person who minted it is like his moniker, you're gonna like this cat, is also the cat, right? And he's like, he lives and dies everything for cats. And he says, honestly, I don't even want it. He's like, I just want a cat-based panda. I'm like, dude, you minted a super rare. And he's like,
Here you
get
go.
me a cat. He said, I'll trade this to whoever gets me a cat. So we have a tiger, we have a
Joe's
cheetah
Joe's
out there.
Joe's got a question for you. Okay, like PokeGo, do you have any shiny pandas?
Yes, we do. We have a ton. We have metallic, we have titanium, we have aluminum foil, we have everything you could imagine. And there's a ton of vibrancy
There
in
you
this
go.
collection. You
There you
guys
go.
are gonna love it. We have zodiac pandas, stuffed animal pandas, solar wind, aurora borealis, slime, robot, puzzle. We have a panda made of puzzle pieces, neon sign. I could go on and on. We really thought of as much as possible to show people
Well, you
like,
can see
holy
the
crap, what is this?
creativity of the collection, and from what I can see, mate. I mean, I've been around NFT for a long time, and
Yeah.
actually, my first experience in the industry was NFT,
Yeah.
and I worked with a really, really amazing team, who was actually a bot developer for Gary V on V Friends
Oh, nice.
collection. So Even I mean, I'm still in touch with them even to this day, and
Oh, super cool.
every now and then we have a chat about the community that was we were running back in the days and how it just kind of that didn't take off anywhere. But with that being said, sometimes a project doesn't mean that it's going to take off in here at this present moment because of the way you built it and so on. It may not be that time for it. So, you know, I know a lot of NFT projects, right? I've seen in the past and have amazing utility and collection and so on. And unfortunately, because there's not enough capital backing or community support
Yeah.
or just anyone that actually want to show that support to push it. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But like I said, when I worked for this team, he said that it may not happen now, but never stop, because if you're doing it the right way and you're doing it for the community and for the uh, for uh, for the business of what you're going to build here for the Web3, and being transparent and honest enough to your community, you will get to that stage where you want it to be, and you will get that support. So with that being said, mate, I think the whole collection is one of the um, it's quite clear as day. It covers everything, right? So no, that's definitely something that I want to make sure that everybody understood, and as well as understand that, guys, it takes time to create this kind of NFTs, as well as creating all the traits, creating all the what skins, and it's just time consuming. But not just that, time that I will never get back, and the money that's spent as well. There is funds that needs to be funneled back into it. So I think the way you built it, as well as having that security of did you say there was going to be staking done to it?
It's already, the staking platform is live, and as well
Yeah.
for the token and for the NFT, it's all live. It's been
Nice.
audited. The audits are public. I can share it with anyone who's interested. And
Yep.
yeah, we put a tremendous amount of time, and it was all done with love. Like, all the art was done to
Yeah, you can
really,
see it, man. You
yeah,
can see it.
seriously, like the amount of edits. And I have a wonderful artist. Like, him and I work very well together. I was involved in the entire creation to put the list, the conception of the skins. Like, at first, we were just starting with the male panda design, but then I said, show me a female as well. And that she was tougher to build, to differentiate. And we're going to put a post on X soon about how to differentiate between the female and the male. Like, there are distinguishing features. We have a graphic on it. But anyway, to actually not only build both models, but then to stack the respective different traits, you're building two collections. You're not building one. So this is two collections in one. And I want to make
Yeah.
that like abundantly clear. I will
Yeah,
also
that's actually
say,
quite rare too, to have that
yeah, no,
feature.
and the point of that, that's exactly it. Because Web3 is so challenging and so saturated, everything we've done, including building the three pillars of this ecosystem, token with the memes, gifts, staking, and now the NFT, like we did that so we could stand out. We did a dual NFT collection so we could stand out. We built 1,000 trades, 500 plus backgrounds so we could stand out. And I will say, I'll put a challenge out there, and I will be putting this on X, and it's no shade to them at all, but I just want to put a vote out there on X. I would love everyone to participate. Whose art looks better, us or Pudgy? And it's not going to be a knock on them. I'm just saying art. Art doesn't make a brand. They're a global powerhouse, and we're like literally nothing. But I'm just saying, seriously, if you compare the art for the cuteness and the quality, which do you like better? And if that's a way to generate some buzz, so be it. Like, all press is good press. But I don't mean it by any shade of hate on them. They're obviously a huge inspiration and massively successful. We are the absolute bottom rung, new kids on the block. But I am very proud of the art we have, and I believe in the art that we have. I think it's vibrant, and I think it's fun, and it's deep. This collection is extremely deep, and it's going to make people smile, and they're going to love it. The people I found at this early stage who like the art really love the art. And that to me shows that there's something. If we can extrapolate that much larger scale, that says like there's something here. So we have a merch store that's going to drop in the next week. What I would like to build is plushies as well. at some point in time. I want to make a comic book, and I have no intention of stopping. If we go into a bear next year, that's a great time to build. And you guys are an awesome inspiration for us as well at Turbo. Like I know your story, it's fantastic. The marketability. So you were one of like the catalysts actually for our team. We saw your project, and it was like wow, like the mimetics of like, hey, we did this off of like $72 or whatever. That was it showed us that hey, it's possible. And through Pump It and the growing the bamboo, water the bamboo, we want to show people that same kind of idea, like in a different sense, so to speak. Just show up every day. That's like kind of the idea behind it. But yeah, kudos to you and
That's
what you've built.
exactly how it should be, mate. Every single time you come here and show that dedication and transparency to your community and the Web3, you will get that traction, right? Over time. Like I said, and every single one of us here, and all the projects, right? We're like the resume for each one that we come across to, and we can always relate to every project that actually doing the right thing and actually trying to grow a business. Because everyone here is just has. I mean, everyone's got a meme or an NFT collection, but with that being said, you've got to have some kind of a utility to funnel back into that ecosystem to make it grow, right? And what you've done there is exactly like what TouchGrass also has done, is actually built the foundation before you even making any marketing push or making noise out there. What you're doing is you're actually organically building your catalyst in some way, right? You're building your followers. You're building your criteria on the Web3 and letting people know that you were here to stay, and we're going to build this. And guess what, guys? This is what we've got so far, and we would like you to have a look at it. And you need communities, and not just communities, but also projects that got that same mindset, like how CatsOfCrypto and myself actually, doing in spaces right now, is promoting communities such as yourself and TouchGrass, and not just that, but the rest of
100%.
our family that's behind the scene that's working to get really a view on actual real community who is here building it. And I think what you got building right now is absolutely a must and should have. And all I can say is that continue, keep
Thank
moving,
you.
keep pushing forward, right? And I can tell you, you're heading in the right direction.
Thank you, man. That's like seeing the success you guys have had. That means a lot. And we're like our valuation's at 500K on the token, so it's extremely early stage. And I don't know if you kind of juxtapose the quality next to our valuation. Like, is it like coming across like a diamond the size of a grapefruit? I don't know. Like, just everyone's walking past it. We're just going to be patient. Like, whatever happens over time happens. We feel we're in a wonderful place on base chain. It's super early for us, but we're going to keep putting out quality
That's
content and
another thing.
memes.
It is very early. Like I said to you, that's what I feel about base, right? It is extremely early, and it is a perfect time right now to build. And I think what you've got there is just something that it can only grow from here, because you've already you've set your floor, you've got your utility, you've got your collections, and you're working towards refining your collection, as well as trying to get that minted out. And also, for all our listeners out there, please, guys, get yourself a mint of pump,
Panda-
pump, right?
Panda Pal. Get a Panda
Like,
Pal.
God damn it.
Yeah, get yourself a
Yes.
Panda Pal at the top.
Sorry.
Here, go all the way up here. Get the Panda Pal. Right, discover right here. Panda Pal, smoking Pal. So, hey, real quick, you talk about. We were going through it. We saw the burn, and the burn. You guys, it looks like you burned 7% altogether, right?
Yeah.
There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
If it works for you, go for it.
Yeah.
I know one thing that TouchGrass said he had to go, and I know that we are holding the token.
No, that's all good. Oh, he's
Yeah. I'm still here.
So do we want to do it?
Look at what the wife
I
just
want
brought me over. Look at this, a kebab.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Woo!
So I want him to be able to make the rules for the tokens that we have in the wallet here for, well, obviously fuck pump fun if you really want. You can burn the hell out of this, but I'd hold this. What
For
what do you
sure.
want to do? What do you want to do as far as giving these away? How do you want to give them away? Because you didn't give them to me. We bought this.
Are we looking to give those away like tonight, or are we looking
Yeah,
to
we're
tonight?
gonna do it right
Okay.
right
Well,
now. I do it
we
right now
can.
before he goes.
Let's see. I'm trying to think.
Make a rule like first one does hashtag something, you make up the hashtag.
Yeah, for sure. So one hashtag that we're doing currently right now, since I doxed myself, is the TouchGrass challenge. So do hashtag TouchGrass challenge.
Okay,
Whoever,
so
yeah, whoever the first one to do that can have those tokens, because that's what we're just issuing out to people as well. Is TouchGrass challenge. A lot of people don't even know they're shilling TouchGrass, or
Yeah.
really because they're out there touching grass, whatever it may be.
there you go, guys.
But yeah, so definitely do that. And then, if you find yourself touching some grass, simply do hashtag TouchGrass challenge. And then
There we go. Jay wins. Jay's
yeah,
the
there you go.
fast.
Oh,
there
he's
you go. All right, Jay.
Nice.
I think let me see something here. I think I got
Okay,
Jay's-
well, I'm gonna go with my 3 questions, obviously, because we need to wrap this up because we've already passed the 2-hour mark.
Yeah,
Right.
so I was getting at. Here, watch this, guys. Just so you know, right? Watch this live right here. Okay, I'm gonna do this real fast. He's literally going to get max, and I'm gonna throw those over there, and he's got there's gone.
Confirm.
Perfect.
There's one,
Thank
and
you.
then so he gets the other one here. Jay, I would hold the touch grass, but I would dump this.
No, for sure. But yeah, I do have to head out. I appreciate the show. It's been great to, learn and listen from you all as well. Always good to see PandaPump as well. Love what you guys are building. But definitely, yeah, check us out and look forward to being on these in the future as well. Always looking for opportunities to talk about touchgrass and network. So I appreciate you all and have a great evening.
There you go. There you
Yes,
go.
thank you, brother. And
Jay,
you
Jay you
also,
moves
bro.
so quick. How the hell does Jay do that? He did
Oh,
copy and
he's-
paste.
Bro, he's got a bot.
He is a bot. Jay is a bot. Jay has won more times in this stream than I know what to do with. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, okay, let's go back to the questions. I do have
Please.
3 questions, as always, at the end of our interview. Now, this is all for our listeners as well as for our community on the Web3. This is all more personal question in regards to the founder. Mate, what was the obviously with all the conversating that we've had, what was the inspiration of besides how you've built from 2017 and so on, what was happening, what brought you to the stage of getting this foundation running?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking for opportunity. I mean, like I've had my success in Web3, but it's like, wow, how about I test myself and try to build something for myself? Like, there's a little bit of a competitive edge that I have in myself. And I said, I feel like I could build something of quality and bring it to market. I knew just based on how I am personally that I put a lot of attention to detail in everything I do. And I was just seeing projects just no offense to them, but just simple web pages. And I said, look, I want to try to do something that can be done with quality based on a fun character, a cute character. I just saw opportunity because a lot of the projects were going on a degen angle with their characters. And I said, what if we went like a cute character? Because there's not many out there that at scale are doing well. And so I just said, hey, there's a potential chance to take some market share from some of these bigger players out here. Let me just, do my best and give it a shot.
Nice. Oh, now I know how that is with just getting everything going and just getting the the kind of the inspiration in some stage and putting it all together. And I think what you've done is a good start. I mean, it's only been 3 months and you've achieved this much. Mate, I can't see what's going to be in the next 3 months.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, I mean, if you
and
look at a chart of SHIB as well,
yeah,
like you look at SHIB and CoinGecko, I don't even know if it has the full price history, but the price and there's a 9 month block where the chart is flatlined. It's borderline at zero. The volume's like low, sometimes like nothing. It's like
yeah,
that's like a symbol for anyone. You have to work.
yeah,
We all know where SHIB is today.
exactly.
Just you have to show up every day. So that
Yeah.
doesn't none of this bothers me. Just have to,
No,
you know.
and you know what? The more you show up here, the more support you will get because there is a lot of us out here, and I can tell you it works because I know because we Cats and I been here every single day without a break.
That's an
Regardless, we've
understatement.
got family and businesses to run in IRL situation, but we still make time because why? We have not only because we want to be here for our community, but we also respect all our investors and partners, and that's the whole concept of us
Yeah.
being the reason where we are and where we are right now, right? um Third question, I mean, wait, second question. uh where would you like to I know it's only been what, 3 months almost, or just over 3 months in the project, right? What would you like to see where the project is at the end of the year?
Wow, at the end of the year. I
So
feel
you've
it's like
got like 2 3 months.
yeah, it's like it's too short of like a time
It's
horizon. But
almost like an update kind of thing. Or
yeah,
should I say, can you give us an update? What update can we expect within 2 3 months from now? Let's just say
yeah. I mean, we're gonna release a merch store.
Yep.
Obviously, we're gonna continue on building connections in the space. I would like to like up the following on X, find some more like really that strong
Yeah.
foundation of the community. Like do a lot more, not only spaces. Like I've done a lot of spaces, but I'm finding a nice meta is the Telegram voice chats. Those are like your inner circle type people, and I've done a couple. It does take like time to do, but I feel it's extremely enriching based on just like what you said just now about how hey, keep showing up because there's good people out here who will support you as long as you show
Yeah.
up. I think that is critical. So I think shifting a little more into like the Telegram voice chats, more cross pollination, not on just your generic spaces, but
Yeah.
like spaces like this where they're longer format. I'd say let's tangibly get the merch store out, surpass 3,000 followers on X. I would say get our song out. We have a song that we've actually released. It's done. We just have some animation to be done on the YouTube part. So we have like a 3 minute song. Get that out as well.
Nice.
But like, yeah, I think start to look into the plushie angle. So we're gonna
Yeah.
have the merch store, but not the plushie. So I would like to start to take some steps towards that. But like, I'm not so much worried about the price. It's kind of like
Yeah.
that quote Warren Buffett said about the stock market being a weighing machine and a voting machine, like in the long and short term. So for me, it's like as long as we show up, like I think it says something like in the short run, it's a voting machine. In the long run, it's a weighing machine, meaning the intrinsic value will come out over time. And I know we have shades of that because people have told me. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
not just that they've told me, just like they could say they could be blowing smoke, but like I see the people that really love the brand. They're like, what is this? I need to have it. Are you making a plushie? That shows me there's something like real here. So anyway, those little things operationally, but just build the brand, build the connections. I can't have like a tangible price target by end of year,
No.
but
It will
yeah,
just happen, brother,
yeah,
because you're
yeah,
building
just
it in the right way, right?
Yep.
yeah.
We know that everything that's built organically, it will just happen, right?
I appreciate it.
Um, and I think our listeners and as well as our community out here understand that. I think your second question is perfect. Now we get the last question. Obviously, this is more into your like personal achievements. Uh,
Sure.
what was your greatest achievements on the Web3?
Ooh, net of everything. There's a lot of battle scars in this game. They say that like what I always had, equity portfolio. You always have the equity portfolio. That's fine. But like when you get into Web3, you find out it's truly the Wild West. It's the freest form of like capitalism.
It's so
You know,
true.
anything goes. Literally, you succeed and fail on your own accord. There's no like guardrail, so to speak. I mean, with the
Yeah.
government now coming in, maybe a little bit, but no, still look at pump funds. So it's literally all on you. So I've had my ups and downs. Thankfully, I've not. I think we've all been rugged. I think in my whole tenure of
It happens.
it's only happened twice, but I had tremendous success with Phantom. That was by far my biggest win. I was buying that when everyone said it was a scam. I was staking it at 70% per annum when everyone said it was a scam. I was I remember I picked up a bag the night after we had that massive
It goes
COVID
in, goes
drop,
out, goes in, goes out.
and there was no day trading, none of that. I just literally held, build up my stack, and that paid off handsomely, let's just say. So that was, but for the project, I think it's been sticking with it on a daily basis, building, continuing to add layers to it. We could have just done a token. In fact, people said just put out the token. You're taking too much time on it. If it fails, you can just release another one. I said, guys, I don't want to
No,
have
it
I
doesn't
don't want to
work
have
like
No.
that.
I don't want to have. That's how you ruin your reputation.
Exactly.
One, I want to have one project and that's it.
And that's it.
So right. So,
Yeah.
but then the chat, because like, look, you can have a project like Dog with Hat, right? And it's simple and it works. God bless them. The chances that I am able to do that, like Koala with Hat, and it takes off, like for every one dog with hat, there's probably 10, 20,000 in the graveyard. So I said,
Yeah.
we have to take a different angle, i.e., that of
Exactly.
quality, i.e., of token, staking platform, NFTs, because that was not common to have a full ecosystem. A lot more work, a lot more money, yes, but it's a way to stand out. You saw the quality of the NFTs, the art. I told you we have over 500 backgrounds, over 1,000 traits. Like that takes time. It takes effort
That
to
is,
do, but
bro.
we stand
I'll
out.
pat in the back for you for that one because I know
Oh,
exactly what you're
so bad.
talking about there.
So bad, but so good too at the end state when you talk to people and they say, wow, this looks great. That's the payoff. So you said it earlier. You noted that like we're putting the foundation first, and that was that.
Yeah.
Whenever people were telling me go faster, I said no. Let's get
No
this
chance.
groundwork first. Yes, and then it'll pay off after because people will be like, oh.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's the biggest achievement I would say this year for Web3 is just launching it. You always want to be perfect, but like good is better than perfect sometimes.
We can
So
always
getting it out.
refine, brother. We can always
Yes.
refine.
Now, I
I'm
want.
sorry I rambled
Now,
and
go ahead,
ranted. I
Kat.
apologize.
No.
I apologize.
One thing you were telling me before you started, it's up to you, right? But if you were talking about maybe giving some tokens away, I said, I told you what to do with mine. And so Joker, if you have the ability to find a way to, what was the basis? What you use Phantom Wallet for base?
Yeah, I'm still not familiar in that.
Well,
side.
he get a hold of him, and he'll work
I
something in the
will.
back. And if he wants to give some away, he can give some away.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a surprise prize in here tonight. So guys, his rules. He's Panda Pump. His rules again, and then we got 2 more to give away here. And if you won already, like Jay did, you can't win again. So
Sucks to be you, Jay. You should have waited.
okay. So what do you want? Are you going to do this, or do you want to wait, or how do you want? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think we should do it.
Okay. What's your rules? Go ahead.
All right. Here's
Go
what
ahead.
we can do. Why don't we go to our most recent post? Okay.
Okay. Hang on. Let me get in here. I'll find you guys real quick, and then I'll find it here. Talk about the bit. Okay, I'm going to hit the heart here so we know which one. And I'll show these
you
guys.
already completed one of them already. So one of the criteria, say like the post, retweet it, tag 3 friends, and follow us. That's it.
Yes.
Okay,
so
guys.
let's do it, guys.
So what I'm going to go over here, I'm going to grab this so you can literally type this. If you're on X, it makes it super easy. You have to come back though. Okay. There we go. And it's going to go like this. Bam. Go to that. Go there. Just go there. Do what he said. So it's not the pin post. It's the next one. Repeat what you said so they can hear you. If you don't have an X account like Joe like Joe, but the Joker jumped off again. If you have no X account like Joe, you can't win because I keep telling him grab one, get a Twitter account, get an X account. So if you don't have it, you lose. If you have it, you could win. So this is all you have to do. See where it says Panda Pump like that? That's how you type it. Go find it. You can really find it and do exactly what it is he says. Now, Panda Pump, please explain what it was one more time.
Yes, yes. If everyone could go in and like the post, retweet, tag 3 friends, and follow us, we're gonna give away 180,000 P pump. That's it.
There you go. It's right here, guys. It's the second one. This first one you see is the pin one. It's the second one. Okay. So I'm going to let him deal with that in the background. And
Yes.
he will show the
We'll
winner.
run it. It is right now what we're gonna do. I mean, I don't know. Should we run it for like a day, or like we want to do the next?
Your
Maybe.
rules, your project, your tokens, you. That's what we do here.
Okay, so we'll run
Okay.
it for absolutely. We'll run it for the next. Yeah, we'll run it for the next 24 hours, and then
Okay.
There you
we
go.
will remit the proceeds.
We're going to make the next one easy. Okay, Joker. Do you want to do the mining or the $20?
You pick for me.
I can't pick for you. And you got to get hold of Panda Pump too, Joker.
So I'm trying. Hang on.
Not yet. You got to get hold of Panda Pump. So, Scott, as you can see, the tweet's right in front of you. Okay. Let's go see if Scott has found it. I remember Scott. Scott's a good guy.
All right.
Okay. I hit the like there. So it's right there. It's the second one, if you guys do that. So he's going to do that. And then he'll pick it. They'll pick it out. But in the meantime, guys, since we didn't mention these guys, we are a crypto.com affiliate. Okay. You see that little ticker down across the bottom there? If you open an exchange account, by the way, Joker, I made money while I was here with the trading bot tonight. I set my sale for my Bitcoin within here, right?
Yeah.
And I set my limit sale here within my Bitcoin tonight. It's sold and executed. I am now back in USDT. Yes, guys. This is what I like. I used the DCA bot, right? And I bought me where I wanted at. Once it was finished, guys, I then had set a sell limit high, a limit sell at the high. So I made a few dollars, maybe $5-10. I didn't count. I wasn't really worried. And Bitcoin set a new all-time high while we were here, 124,200 while we were sitting here talking tonight. You have several different bots over here. You got staking, right? Supercharges, accrual rewards for savings and earnings, and so much more. Guys, go on over. If you're on YouTube, go in the description. The link is in the description. Click it. Copy those alphanumerics, the SG6S27DD9. I feel like that was my DD214 for the United States military. I swear to God. So it's like, God, there's so many letters. Alpha, bear,
Alpha, Tango, Eco.
Yeah, that's right. So there's that whole spiel and span, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So go on over there and do that. Scott says he's done it already. So let's see here, Scott. I should be able to find you. Show probable spam even. No, well, maybe I need to refresh, but he's in here. Million Bits said nice plot. Of course, I need to refresh real quick because sometimes these things don't show up right away. Yeah, there is For Life Scott. He literally did just what you said there, Panda Pump. So there's that. Okay,
Wonderful.
so we got two winners. Okay, and since this is Panda Pump's giveaway, if you qualified for this one, you can get the next one. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little fair because this is our giveaway. Hey, Joker, how about we do the $20?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go.
What's our hashtag gonna be for the first person that says it? I can make it short and sweet to the point. Now I want to make it easy.
Hashtag your hashtag cock and turbo.
Okay, hashtag COC Turbo. There, I'm going to show it up on the screen, guys. This is for $20 in USDC. That means
Giveaway.
on Solana, giveaway. You earned it. All you have to do is type that on the screen. That's all you have to do. You just type it right there in the chat.
$20. Like,
$20.
who doesn't want $20?
$20 a USDC. It's on
What's wrong with
Solana.
these people?
We're waiting for you to type for it. Oh, Larry gets it. Wait a minute. No. Oh, no, Scott got it that time.
Hang on.
So, Larry, you know what I'm going to do for you? So this is what I'm going to do. Okay. Larry's been here for quite a while. Scott popped in here so he could catch it. I really like Scott. Scott, send me over. You know how to do this. You've done this before. Send me over here to Cats of Crypto. Send me your DM and the DM, right? Jay, you couldn't win another one from us because you won one from us. They didn't give us the tokens. We bought the first one, so that doesn't count. But Scott did this first. He could because that was Panda's giveaway, not ours. So it's a double whammy. Okay. And so we're going to go here. Who is the second one? I'm going to make it easy for the crypto mining for the week. Let's see here. Scott did that one. Larry, how about we'll do the second one for the COC Turbo for the mining for the week. Send me your Solana address, and the winner is Larry. I'm going to make it super duper easy.
There you go, Larry.
The Crypto Max. You guys are going to have to try this again next week. Next week. And then me and Joker are going to set something up special just for us to experiment a little bit on this other thing as far as that's concerned, because we're working on something for Halloween. And it's just going to be one of those special things. Maybe I'll get up stupid early, Joker, just so we can screw with it because I don't want to take it in. But Nath says $20 giveaway. Nath, you're slow to the party. You could have won $20 in USDC. We have our winner. So Scott is our winner. Oh, God, my brain just farted. Scott got the $20
for the last 5 hours.
Winner, yes, winner. Congrats at For Life Scott. I gotta type it, not Fire Hustle. My fat fingers need to find it. For Life Scott, LIFESC. Where are you, Scott? There we go. $20 USDC. If I can figure out where my D is. And Larry, I think you're in here. Let me see if you're here. I don't know, Larry. We'll just put your name up here, Larry. Put hashtag Larry. Because I'm suffering from I can't remember anything. Winner. Crypto mining for a week off our hashtag live stream. There you go, guys. And I can't type, so we'll fix these little contrast. Jesus.
You're having a fat finger issue?
Yes, I am having a fat finger issue, guys. It's Congrid. Now, congrats with 2 S's. Crypto is spelled this way. All right. There we go.
It's infectious.
Bam. So this is super easy. You guys know how to get a hold of me to do this. That's that. It's super duper easy. Okay, we had 4 winners tonight. And guess what? I'm going to say this one super duper time. Okay. Next week, we're going to give another $20 away in USDC.
Absolutely.
No bullshit. We are going to find ways to do this. Trust me. There was a way to do it tonight, and we did it. You have no idea. But
we did it. We blindfolded.
We blindfolded the people. So we got 2 winners here. Oh, PT003. I know PT. He did this. He was in watching and didn't get it in time. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So PandaPump, P-Pump, how do you feel about coming
Panda
on the
Pal.
stream? My Panda Pal. I'm using my mobile, and the only Twitter is kind of slow. I'm sorry, Nath. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you something open. I'm gonna get you something, Nath, just because you got a slow situation there. I'm probably gonna get you something here. I'm not gonna promise anything, but well, I got an idea for you. I really do. I might find something for you just for playing. And Crypto Max, if I'm gonna do Nath that way, I'm gonna probably do you that way as well. Just saying. It's really super easy for me. It won't be much though, guys. It won't be much. Everybody's a winner here today. So
Yeah.
Panda Pal, Panda Pump, P-Pal, however you want to put it.
TouchGrass is gone.
TouchGrass is gone for the night. How do you feel about coming on a live stream? How do you think this is going to work out? Because we've had a semi-decent turnout from what I've seen so far tonight. I wish I would have been able to get the other portion a little bit better as far as the pump fund situation goes over there in that live stream. I see it, Larry. I see it. What do you feel? How do you feel about this? All right, because you can go back, like I said, to you and our friend Sean from TouchGrass, and you can clip up this on YouTube. You can literally clip up the spots that you were talking about and then repost them to your own YouTube or to your X account or whatever. It's downloadable for crying out loud. It's really super easy to clip up. There's if you're using Windows and you're on a Windows laptop, you can use Clip Chimp. It'll let you chop it in bits and pieces. Just grab YouTube Downloader. You'll suck down the whole video, and then you'll find the spots that you want. So I'll say it one more time because I've said it 3 times. How do you feel about the live stream? Would you feel like you want to do this again?
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I have to say, I absolutely would do it again. I love the longer format that you gave myself and TouchGrass. We were really, a lot of these kind of spaces you jump on, you have 2 minutes. And in some way that is good. Watch your elevator pitch. It shows that you understand your project. But sometimes you do need the depth. You need to get in the founder's
Absolutely.
head. You're not able to get into the founder's head and uncover the good and the not so good. This is like a proper due diligence. And plus it's good to exchange energy with new people. Like able to
Yeah.
meet Joker tonight, for example, which is, it's also an honor given like how well his project's done, right? It's an inspiration. But it's just good to always try different platforms, different vectors. TikTok, for example, could be a thing. But this was cool. Like doing a YouTube live stream, I never would have thought to do it. We're reaching different audience members,
Oh
and
yeah.
Absolutely.
I couldn't ask for more. I mean, I love the long forum. I love to connect with new people. I love the questions, the challenging questions you guys put forward. It really made me think.
Mhm.
But I think the passion comes out too. It allows me to express myself like without a time constraint. So I loved it, guys. I really would do it again, of course.
Well, you're
Appreciate you
welcome
both.
back anytime, and we're on in about another week. I'm going to change the link again because every so many weeks we change it out. But Crypto Max and Nath, you hear me? Send me your Solana wallet address. I think we can afford to do something small for you tonight, very small. Send me both of your wallet addresses. I've got something for you guys as well. I don't think we missed anybody really tonight here.
No,
No, everybody gets
I don't
something
think
just
we
for
did.
coming. But on that note, I'm going to hit Jet and stream, and me and Joker are going to have a back end conversation because we do usually for a few minutes, and then me and him we got to discuss something. Panda Pal, P Pump, have a great night. And to everybody
Thank you,
else,
guys.
we're going to have, if you want to watch this last bit, it's got a little bit of an outro, and I find it
I just want to make
hilarious.
sure I make a quick comment as well in regards to the guest. Appreciate you guys for jumping in, and also appreciate for answering all the tough questions, because we know these kind of questions doesn't get asked enough on spaces. This is one of the reasons why we do this, because we want to make sure that every investor understood or understand that you're not just investing on a project, you're investing on the founder. And when you get to understand the founder's mindset as well as their view and vision, then it gives him a lot clearer kind of intention, whether if it's a right direction for them to invest in you rather just investing on the meme or the NFT. You're actually investing in the company. So that's what we're trying to promote out there, that you're not just a meme or an NFT project you're a small business here on the Web3, and that's what we like to represent everyone as.
100%.
So, congrats to you guys.
On that note, I'm hitting this play the outro and the stream. The rug is coming, fellas, ladies,
3,
gentlemen,
2.
degens.
Tell me why you won't give me some good steak. Tell me why you won't give me a cheesecake. Tell me why you never give me what I want. And I want a